Yeah, Triple I Initiative. Can get like a little recap which games were there, but I mean, we kind of watched everything, so no point. Damn, Darkwood for $2. Insane. System Shock 55% already. Yeah, the Fallout franchise. They be farming, man. They be farming now. Insane. Oh, 76 for $4. Well, actually, it's also an... is it already on Prime, actually? 76 for free? I think it is, right? I think they got that. It is still on Prime. Alright, I see. I'll see. So the Microsoft Store thing, and it's not even the code or something, right? It just connects to your account, I guess, I assume. Because, like, I want to get, like, my friend was like, man, I, like, watch the show, I want to play Fallout 4. I'm like, bro, play, like, good Fallouts. But if not, you don't want to play good Fallouts, at least play Fallout 76. It's same as 4, but, like, you know, at least you can play it with your friend. It's gonna be more fun. No, it's a code you can activate? Probably not gonna be working, though, and not gonna work in the region back home, though. I assume. Do you, Hannah? I mean, they would probably show it. There is, what's the name? The Moxon armor there was. I did want to use that one. Sometimes they do return it on sale. Kinda want to get that one at some point when it'll be available. Oh, say alright, that'll be kinda nice. That'll be kinda nice. Thank you. If I'll manage to get the second one maybe at some point later, maybe I can get them. Because like they both have it on PS5. And it's all like it would be fine, but somehow like his friend has some like need to do something with his like router settings or some shit, like because he can't play it somehow. I don't know how. Like other games work, but with this one just doesn't. No idea. Something PPG with servers or some shit. So they can't play on PS5 and they don't want, well, and kinda can't buy on PC because of the Fiesta. But yeah, some good prices there. Some good prices. Yeah, I mean, it's literally for free also, so I would say good stuff. I would say there's good stuff. Nice, Steve, nice. That's good, huh? Huh? Where did I have the DLCs then? But did it show I don't have it? Oh, I have Game of the Year edition. Okay, PPG. Yeah, that I all have. Yeah, that one with all DLCs. That one I have. Yeah, Far Harbor is really good for Fallout 4. Everything else, Nuka World is like basically if you don't want to like kind of side with raiders or that it's like pointless, just a bunch of cosmetic shit for your camps, whatever. In Automatron, I think it basically kind of like a quest. It's kind of fun mechanic, I guess people like that one. But like if you want like, you know, story stuff, not the mechanic, then it's kind of like, eh. Maybe for new playthrough, it's kind of nice if you do it early, so you have kind of the companion thing you go in. Maybe then it's kind of alright, I don't know. But story-wise, it's kind of not there. Not there, but yeah, Far Harbor is really nice. Far Harbor is really nice. And Vegas is like all DLCs are good. And Vegas, I would say everything's good. Wait, where's Vegas? Fallout New Vegas soundtrack. I mean, I own it, but like, what? Where is this PPG? Where is the only soundtrack? There's the actual Fallout New Vegas then. What is this Bethesda? Hiding good Fallouts again? Like, I own it, but it would also show up and just say in library, but not here. What? Let's see, Steve, I see. See. Yeah, I mean, why not? Sounds good, huh? Sounds good, huh? Let's see, what else do we have? No, not this soundtrack later. Let's get the usual. Boom. Alright. Hey, Window, hello. How we doing? How are you, man? Lies of P, 30%. Alright. The Fallout episode, I see, I see. Yeah, Necrom is also on discount again. For $6. That's basically kind of like already the price that I got it on Epic with the coupon and stuff. So like if it's gonna be on sale on Epic also around this time, it's probably, well, there's no coupons right now, I guess. Oh no, we got the deluxe though. Yeah, we got the deluxe. So, well, actually still I think it's kind of got a little bit cheaper even. But I mean, new expansion soon anyway, so that will be the expensive part. That will be the expensive part, at least for the next like half a year. Corone box. There's also some weeb VTuber shit or something. Yep, hold alive. I see, alright. Well, fine. It is free. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Free shit is free shit. But like, dude, you just like slap some VTuber and like, I don't know, maybe some like voice lines or something on like literally on a pile of shit, and someone's gonna like gladly buy that probably. I'm surprised they only just started to kind of do it, and it's all like free stuff yet. Like they could just like farm this shit, man. Yeah, it's basically not even them doing it. It's just basically fun games. Yeah, it's cool that they allow them though. That's for sure. I'm just surprised they're not like trying to kind of actually monetize that in the commercial way, because literally people would eat it gladly. A shipwreck adventure. Ah, free prologue. I see. Hype train also, huh? Tinkerlenza. Let's see what do I see. Yeah, maybe that's how you get. That's how they get you. For some reason, kind of reminds me of the what was the name of that one? We played with Trizzy together. I remember demo. It was also looking pretty much the same, and then it kind of like was out and it kind of flopped. Very similar. So many of those lately. Yeah, that's the thing with these. Like this one, like I see, like I watch and I kind of like, you know, I don't feel anything, any emotion. Like I don't know if I already is the new one, or is it the same that was out like, you know, like a week, 2, 3, 4 month ago. They are like already at this point kind of know, you know, kind of like the uniqueness, I guess, or something to them. Yeah, like exactly like any other one. Yeah, you can say like, but there's like this little thing, but like if you look at the whole picture, it's just like, well, that's another one. I've seen that before. Which is, I mean, fine, as long as people enjoy them, that's okay. But yeah, I just kind of like already like emotionless towards those. Like at least all the like survivor likes and stuff, they kind of like usually try to do some like style is different, or like some gameplay features are there or something. Not always, some are just copy too. But at least they try sometimes. And then you can at least like recognize that. Oh, is it this the one, actually? Play ordinary fish. Accumulates radiation and mutates in the sea area flooded with nuclear pollution. Attacking and devouring is the only way for you to grow. Defeat other monsters eventually become the sole overlord of this ocean. You're like technically kinda survivor-like-ish. Sorta. But that's a cool twist on it though. No, that's something original there. Yes, Steve, I see. Guess it kinda is. Yeah, that's some dang stuff at least. It does look interesting. This does have something interesting, and it's also free to play. That prologue, yeah, okay, I see. A Lotus Lantern Rescue Modder. Chinese developers are just like pumping now lately too, I see. They do also have like this sometimes kind of this like, you know, samey vibes already to some games. Not gonna lie, you also kind of recognize the style sometimes. That I also see, that I also agree with. But I mean, demand is there, seems like. Anomaly collapse. Would that be? Squad of adorably fierce warriors. Adorably fierce. Alright. For the agenda. There it is. Fresh twist to old formula. Turn-based roguelike strategy. Strategy. Huh? Who? I mean, I guess. Not something you expect when you hear strategy, though, but I guess. I would say it's more like tactics rather than strategy. Well, might be lost in translation there. Karim World the Nobile. Oh, this one's pumping too, seems like. And I respect RimWorld, man. I mean, Titan Sylvester is insane. Like he's like designing games book is like I reading like, well, almost finished already. Finally, about time. For the second time already, because you just kind of want to absorb as much of it possible and remember as much as possible. And I feel like pretty much like RimWorld became like what, like the good practices you could get from that book. And it just like sticks to it, and they keep going. And it goes well, and it goes well. Then there is actually discount that way on RimWorld. Holy shit. Insane. Oh shit, it's actually a 20% discount. Damn, son. So they do be discounting it sometimes now. Holy, and all DLCs also 10%. Damn, son, I should wait some longer. I was waiting for like 5 years. Probably until I actually bought it. Until I actually bought it, waiting for that sale that never happened. Now there are sales. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Yeah, wait another 5 years, yeah. No, RimWorld is really good. I played not much though. Played on stream some actually. Yeah, it is a really interesting one. It is a really nice one. It is like for my taste again, maybe sometimes a little too sandboxy, I guess. Let's put it that way. Like it's really cool, but it's one of those where you kind of need to kind of, you know, just like make your own mission sort of, you know. The Hockey Prologue. Physics-based multiplayer. Ah, I see. Holy shit, that prologue is pumping, dude. What the fuck? Get some streamers probably played or something together. Wait, when was the prologue out then? It's like... Wait a second. Did they have like... Did they have, like, early access prologue? What? No, is it not Ria? Oh, no, it's not prologue. Okay, I'm kind of like, I don't know why this... I guess because it's so free to play and it says, like, something and, you know, something. The rebounds, I thought it's a prologue. Okay, it's a full one. Alright, so it's fully released now. I see, alright. That makes sense now. No, I said that's just free to play. I just kind of like debated. Like after all the prologues already, I got debated. Is it Stellaris season pass? Damn, mostly positive on the season pass. Damn, son, it's like the Stockholm syndrome. Paradox enjoyers rolling in. It's the re-release. I see. All right. I like how, like, you know, from like season pass, you have all the DLC and additional content. That's nice. Like $15 or like no, not 15. I guess like $30 or something maybe, and you get like everything for the game. Now we got down to the situation where there is not one season pass. There is fucking 8 season passes already. 8, dude. For fucking $30 each. And it only gives you like 3 DLCs or something. Or this one's 4 maybe. Alright, this is the portrait. Oh, damn, son. I like how it's also like new major expansion. Alright, that sounds good. Like there's a special portrait. That's like trash. Major expansion. Alright, that sounds good. Mechanical expansion. Okay, I guess. New story pack. And that's literally like, bruh, come on. 4-in-1 value. Unbeatable value. Bro. Ah, man. What? Where, like... Where did we turn wrong, dude? Yeah, 4-in-1. We just thought that some like is it literally just like portrait? Etika Inshalo. That's because the game is 8 years old. Okay, I see. All right, that's at least something. Because like I know, for example, I had yearly season passes, and that was like a bunch of them. The portrait is free, alright. Only 3-in-1, yeah, they're lying then. Ah, man. For 30 bucks. Well, to be honest, like, I think, was it Metro Exodus? It was also, was it 20 bucks actually? Maybe it was 20 bucks, I don't remember. You get like 2 DLCs. One was kind of decent, one was kind of small, I guess. Oh, you only get it if you buy the season. Well, then it's not free. How is it free then? Like, if you can get it without buying stuff, it's not free. It's not free then. Yeah, I think it went like a little too far already with this stuff. I don't know. No, I do also understand that you need to kind of support the development of, you know, future features and everything. I do agree with that. But, like, the prices, man. The prices, like, that's the thing. Like, I just wonder, like, when you look at the... I guess Stellaris is kind of not too bad with that, but you look at the reviews to some other of their games, and, like, the DLCs are, like, garbage. Or, like, Tropico, for example. You, like, pay, like, 10 or 15 bucks for DLC, and you get, like, 2 new buildings, 1 new scenario, and, like, some, like, new mechanic. That's it. That is insane. That is insane. Overall, I guess kind of like if you like play this constantly and you just keep buying, then it's like doesn't sting too much. But if you just want to get in like in Stellaris now and you just kind of like, oh yeah, let's buy the game. You could get it for free though, I think, right? So like you have the game for free and you like, oh, let's like, yeah, let's complete my collection there. Ah, thank you. 174. Oh, there's a starter pack, 36. They're right. There's a starter. And there's 255 here. Tropic ripping you off is within the theme, yeah. Didn't you just get the sub? I mean, yeah, sorta, kinda. But like, it's even like for one game. Like, it's not like some Paradox subscription, for example, right? You get all the games, all the DLCs for $7. That's okay, I guess. It's just for one game. So like if you even want to switch to something else and like, oh, I bought this Paradox subscription, let's try like Stellaris, let's try like CK, let's try Europa Universalis. Nah, that you need different subscription, dude. Buy the game and you don't have the game. Yeah, I got some of them for free and stuff, and it's just kind of like you just get the bare bones, you know, experience. I kind of don't like that too. At the same time, I kind of understand also that. But they also sort of like digging their own grave in a way that way, because if you go and try to make a new game that is like, if they will at some point will make Stellaris 2, for example, then I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the beginning gonna be shitting all over it because Stellaris 1 already got like years of DLCs and the Stellaris 2 will be probably still not as good. So there will be people constantly, just like with many other games like that, like Civ, you know, Europa Universalis. When CK3 was out and I wanted to play and people were like, nah, dude, play CK2, it's better, like more content mods and everything. So they kind of just like digging their own grave in a way too, like making it worse for them in the future because, you know, you just like people, you expect a new game to be like something more cool and new and you end up with kind of like worse game. It may be like better, you know, graphically and stuff. Usually, which was for strategies doesn't really matter much, but content-wise they're gonna be worse on release, and you need to wait again when like years of DLCs pile up. Yeah, I like their games, but like, dude. That's why I kind of actually like playing, like I play CK on release and that was good because like at CK3 there is no more DLCs, I played it and that's it. Like if I want to return now, you already need like what, 2 or 3 DLCs since I already like played it for the first time. And you already kind of like hesitate. Well, 2-3 is not too bad at least. When you need like, yeah, like 100 something bucks worth of DLCs, that's just kind of like, bro. Yeah, most importantly, a lot of them also kind of completely missed the target. Like, this one is mixed. Well, actually, this one was mostly positive, at least. Stellaris, I think, is one of those that gets, like, decent DLCs, right? Well, mixed, okay. I think Europa Universalis has a lot of, like, kind of DLCs that people just, like, mostly negative completely or something. Yes, I see. So yeah, this is quite something. The Leviathan one, alright. Like, I would be like fine if it will be like as like before. You pay the 4 season pass, you get all this stuff. Sure, fine. You want to make content for years, fine, you can get yearly season passes, but just make like the price decent, you know. Like at this point already, you can like, you look at this as a positive thing, right? You just got the game, bought the game, right? And you have constant support for the game. That feels good, right? You have the game, it gets support content, and you can play it for years. It's amazing. But the problem is like the price of those updates already becoming like so high that it's better like, you know what, like just like make a next game already. I will buy the next game for, you know, like 50, 60, 70 bucks. Wait for discount for, in my case, most likely, right? But like, fine, I'll buy the new one, get like a couple DLCs for that, couple of dates for that, and then ready for the next one, you know. Because you end up like spending more by buying all those DLCs. Hey, Primek, see. I mean, I kind of like this myself too sometimes. Like, if I have one to play, I would probably go and buy, but like actually, in case of Paradox, not sure. Not sure. I probably would find some alternative. Just like Millennium right now. Like, I like Millennium. Millennium is good. I'm gonna play some more Millennium. That was nice. I'll play some more, sure. And this one is the one also that gets kind of like shit on because, yeah, it just out and the feature complete is, you know, years away with all those DLCs on top. And I think also part of the problem is that it's like the time, right, when they like add all those features, but it's also like they probably specifically don't add some cool features just to make them later into DLCs. That's already kind of like It's the mindset. It's like why people like, you know, about microtransactions. Like, that's the problem. Just don't buy them. Yeah, but like they're made with those microtransactions and stuff in mind. So like obviously, like I'm pretty sure like some of the features that could be in release or could be added, you know, as free updates and patches later, they're not gonna be because they kind of cool for DLC. 400 € worth DLC. I don't know, it's not like I bought on the back on release, right? Played it and everything, streamed it, then forgot about it for a while, and then at some point, I think when the tourism DLC was out, I got contacted by Ubisoft, and they're like, "Oh, you want to stream like the DLC?" I'm like, I mean, why not? I haven't played the game in a while, but I don't have it. They're like, "Oh, sure, we're gonna send you the key, and like, yeah, you activate it, and you get the previous DLCs too, just in case." I'm like, all right, sure. I haven't followed, right? I was like, well, I mean, couple I activated, and I'm like, dude. Or did they? I don't remember. Or did they send me like multiple keys there, basically for every like yearly pass? And I just, when I launched and I realized how many like, you know, those DLCs started being added, I'm like, bro, what? Oh wait, Empire of Sin still doing that stuff? Mixed still. Actually sold a lot. Holy, alright. Oh yeah, they had expansion pass, right? Premium edition. Deluxe pack. Damn, the Al Capone's fur coat. Amazing. Oh yeah, it's the pre-purchase expansion pass. Yeah, literally has expansion too. Huh? Wait, does say the release, 31st of May. Oh no, coming soon. I guess it's the bundle was released. Expansion never was out. This is second expansion. Ah, I see. Yeah, so they got only one out, right? I guess. Yeah, mixed. Yeah, play the original kind of. I mean, it was just like shallow. Try to get like both games in one, and both kind of aspects ended up being underserved. It was kind of fun though, I guess, to play. It was kind of fun, but yeah, it seems like they're still trying to farm. But yeah, I also kind of was biased. I really like the Mafia management stuff, and there was not much around in the market. So I did the full run. I did win the full game. Did kind of enjoy it, but yeah, totally not something to return to. Even though, like, if management part would be better. I don't need this, like, turn-based combat, bro. Like, I want to play good turn-based combat, I'll play, like, XCOM or something. Like, this game, I want it to be management stuff, but it's not. Too shallow. Yep. Tons of game-ending bugs that you can't do anything about. Dead game with problems that they refuse to fix. 189 hours. Like what's funny about it though, right? It's Paradox as a publisher, and it's fucking John Romero as the developer company. Like, it's the huge publisher and like a big name in the industry, and they just like pull this, you know, stunt. Like, the fuck, dude? Yes, you see, we're right. The quality of life in DLCs even, yeah. Yeah, they just kind of like go because, you know, they know that there's very niche, you know, audience for the games like that. So they just pull this, like, you know, continuous support and development thingy. And people do because they play that kind of games. And probably, like, that's, like, their main games then, right? Same as, like, with Anno, for example. Now that, like, Manor Lords is out, there's, like, just, like, content creators, you know, like, the VIP Discord, basically, of everyone who got, like, the early access there. And just also, like, post there sometimes and, like, read what others discuss about the game. Yeah, a lot of people also, like, oh, yeah, I was, like, Anno content creator, was like making content for Anno for like years already. So like those games do be very like niche in a way. And so people who are in that niche, they kinda, yeah, like if you don't buy like a lot of games, then like getting a DLC and getting some new stuff for the game you like, that feels good. That feels good. But yeah, I feel like the prices and stuff became just a little too much for that. I don't know. I feel like. How's it going, Oxer? Good morning. Like, I'm not necessarily like against the system of like supporting older games and adding more content, but like, yeah, the prices I think are like a little too much. A little too much for my taste. AI cheats even normal difficulty? I see. People angry about that? Alright. I mean, wouldn't be surprised, like, when I was, like, at war with the US and they just, like, keep pumping, like, troops and I just kind of, like, physically just can't produce that many troops myself. Hey, Oblong, hello. How are you doing? Like, I did, in the end, kind of win, though. But, yeah, that was, like... Just wait for a couple of turns, like, you just not even, like, creating one stack yet in that time. And then there's already out of his territory, there's already, like, 2 full armies marching. Like, bro, where'd you get that? I just killed them recently. You got them again already. Yes, you see, I see. Headquarters, yeah, Slytherin is a publisher, I see. And the army management, I see. Similar to Song of Conquest. That's an interesting comparison. No, it kind of looks beautiful though. Sure how big it is, but it looks nice. Got a cat. See how it is, huh? See how it is, huh? Yeah, good reviews though. That's very nice. Someone's still not super happy about it though, I guess. Enemy can shoot me and I still cannot see them. Getting absolutely demolished by anti-tank emplacement without being able to retaliate. Yeah, haven't played World of Tanks or something, bro. I guess that's kind of the point of them being hidden, so you don't see them. Feels like maximum €5 mobile game. Damn, that's some kind of ISO right there. Graphics and animations really belong in the mobile game. What the fuck, dude? How is it even? Yeah, some people do be quite interesting. Tell you that. Tell you that. Now the mobile graphics fears and endures. And that's like an interesting case. I mean, I do some games do give that vibe. Like I can't resist even sometimes to see it there. But this ain't it, dude. This ain't it. This ain't it for sure. Well, I guess you have like some round buttons there at the edge of the screen. That's mobile, man. You know, how would you even like use this UI on mobile, dude? With all those buttons and stuff. Not sure, not sure. Blood to craft the room. 1.0. Well, what like early access wasn't that long ago, right, or something? Or did the time fly that fast? 2 years. Okay, holy shit, really? Thought I heard about this one like way sooner, not 2 years. Then this one's bumping though. Holy shit. 1 to 10 players. No achievements in the store page. Here. Below, no, like, oh, yeah, release date and early access release. I see, okay. I see how it is, huh? Helldiver is still pumping, holy shit. Oh, this one mixed actually, though. Oof. This one was also like some insane wish lists. Why are people mad though? It's kind of close to mostly positive already. Concept interesting, mechanics easy to understand, weather mechanics. Game lol return squads when they're full of resources. Game's still deeply in need of updates. Okay, bug. Scaling difficulty. So basically kind of like early access issues seems like for now. Game in easiest mode and you suddenly get 5 stacks of hordes chewing bricks in 5 seconds. Alright. Wait, what? A 1 hour at review time. Product refunded. 5.4 hours on record. Did you decide to buy it back after some time later? And play some more? Or maybe some like testing or something? What is this magic, dude? What is this magic? Got myself some churros. Feels good, man. Imagine out of all places, you find some churros in Armenia with some chocolate. Already kind of cold though, but it is what it is. And we just learned about this place, you know, almost last day we were here. Maybe I'll go there tomorrow. I'm gonna surprise my friends. Wonder where they're open. I want to go maybe buy some like souvenirs. From here. Yeah, for the memory. And like for my mom and other relatives. Whenever I'll be able to pass some, like some Magnus or something. And maybe I'll grab some. And go home real quick. Bury them in sugar. Well, back home they usually were sugar powder. Here, I think they also had them. Not just the sugar powder. I decided to get with chocolate, and it's actually kind of nice. I was expecting it's gonna be Nutella again. Like they love Nutella here in Armenia. Nutella is everywhere. Like you buy some like pastry in the bakery, and it's gonna be like filled with Nutella or something. And this is actually something else, like not Nutella for sure. Yeah, that's what I do. Go and get my friends some surprise. I also need to go probably to the post office. So like I ordered like another portable screen to use. So I don't drag my like huge screen. I'm gonna just leave it to our friends who stay. I wanted to get like, you know, the portable one. Order it from AliExpress. Delivery before 1st of April. Yeah, sure. Good. That was like early February, I think. Like middle February, maybe. Should be plenty of time. Well, guess what? Not really. But now, yesterday, it actually finally moved again. And it's already like on the customs in Yerevan. So I'm kind of on hopium that maybe today, tomorrow, they'll pass the customs and get here fast, because usually stuff gets here fast. I mean, it's like 2 hours drive here anyway. So I kind of hope that tomorrow I'll be able to get it. And if not, then I will just like try to get so my friend can take it in my stead when we leave him. And then just take it with him when he's gonna join us in a few months. Pretty good actually. Like fresh, probably super nice. I'm gonna ask what of this my friends like. And then tomorrow quickly go for the souvenirs and get to that place too. Doing some of that. And then maybe like cold taxi and try to go home fast while it's still warm, still hot. Feels good. Oh, that was nice. Alright. Fixed number of issues. The infected swarms will wipe you out in 45 minutes playtime. Always specific swarm that comes every time. Yeah, so basically, a lot of early access problems for this one. Baldur's Gate actually got boosted. Is with all the like the articles about farming the game of the year and all the awards possible. I got propelled again, not even on sale or something. I'm getting some like the Kuber bait patch thumbnails, shaking my SMH, see how it is. Hotel Echoes of the Past. Yeah, look at the picture, it looks horror. To be honest. Looks like some horror game there. New hotel shrouded in mystery, innovative with style and revel secrets and juggle faction intrigues. Casual simulation, city builder, farming sim. What a combination, man. It looks like horror in the end, but it looks like it's not. Never had shooters, so the problem sometimes is to find them. Like there was also something like super new when I started streaming, and maybe like 2019, maybe into 20. There was like one place I kind of like. It was going sometimes when I had like a day off or something. They had like the really good phobo around, like the Vietnamese place with you know actual Vietnamese cooks making like really good phobo and some other Vietnamese dishes, and then you know like eating some, and then I was just kind of like sitting and I see like churros, and like, I kind of heard about them before but had no idea. Let's try. That was actually pretty good. Then that place closed, but I think now, like, if you go, like, to the... like, the big... exhibition area, basically, in Moscow, like a huge park with a lot of exhibitions and stuff. They have, like, those, like, stands with churros there now, too. It's pretty nice. It's pretty much kind of like, you know, sort of donut in a way, but I guess kind of more convenient to eat. It's like they say the same sort of, kind of the same dough, not exactly, but similar. Same method of baking, and sometimes just same in terms of just, you know, like sugar powder on top, that's it. Kind of empty inside, but tastier, alright. Maybe this actually was it, because I think some of them were kind of empty inside. Huh? Like churros I had at home, they were like more like solid. Which I like though, actually. Yes, I see. Well, I mean, maybe that's the hint, you know, since they're empty inside. Huh? Maybe that's a hint. This new window thing like never loads for me. Gaben. The dead await. Build your deck and try them. That's the deck builder survival. Try to survive and dead await. Deck building RPG set during zombie apocalypse. Damn, son. Yeah, rebuild human civilization. Yeah, deck builder zombie survival. Man, they kind of like adding more and more dankness to those. I gotta add some more. Gonna add some more, you know. Survivalation. Freedom games, Open world top down as zombie survival. And more. Fishing there. Insane. Nice with co-op, alright. Verizon. Kit Hack Model Club, on playway time. Not exactly, not exactly. Developed by the creator. Oh, wait a second. I remember. We read about this one like long ago. The original creator of Kerbal Space Program. Like basically when they sold the company. Pretty much all the original people, I think, kind of pieced out from there. Yeah, they made this stuff. Physics-based model building sandbox. Provides limitless freedom for you and friends to design, build, battle, fly, and crash your very own RC vehicles. Sounds kinda cool. That might be kinda nice. Have the Giga roadmaps already. Yeah, this one might be interesting. It's probably something more for like multiplayer. That's probably cool. A vertical kingdom. I see cards. Card-based city builder. A roguelite with a twist. Can only build vertically. Literally reaching for the sky with each city. Expeditions to gather resources, construct metropolises, and build ever upwards. Also freedom games. There's gonna be like pumping a bunch of stuff at the same time. The city builders with guard mechanics sometimes are kind of nice. When it's, you know, like in the many other games like that, if there is no campaign or something, as usual, you just get in the situation when sandbox like scenarios and stuff, they just get boring because you kind of already like found some sort of like working thing, tried everything, and you just kind of, you know, done with it. And this thing's out like kind of like layer of some randomization that allows you to kind of to get every run a little different. But I like campaigns in these games because like they like not because of the story, but because they give you like some sort of like, you know, limitations in the mission or other way around, some bonuses. They can like, you know, like turn you in some different particular directions. So you try like different, you know, like angles to approaching the game. Like in Tropico, right? Like, well, this mission you can like go only with like fulfill, you know, the goals only with like tourism or something, for example, or only like with industry, or only like you can only like import goods and produce and then sell, you know, this kind of stuff. That's why I like campaigns in those. But like this, like around the randomization of the deck building elements and stuff, that might be kind of, yeah, might be kind of fun sometimes too. Dream Tactics. GBA style the strategy RPG. Coding card combos and deep character customization. Cards here too. The body manage cards create unique playstyles. Smart hordes of pillows. Damn. I'm gonna be fighting them pillows there. Freedom Games also. Damn, Sunday just pumping recently. Everything is in the same day also. Like the same publisher. Interesting. In URLO. New gems? That doesn't seem like it so far, really. Not today. Yeah, I always like insane like fucking anime intro and everything, and then you get this as a gameplay. Yeah, this is probably like the most detailed weeb stuff in the game. Everything else is like, you know, completely different there. All right. I bait the weaves, yeah. A retro weave world. Is it just like literally just like driving like this and that's it? Some sort of like insane racing going on. It's gonna be some soundtrack and stuff, I guess. But that's pretty much it. The 80s supercars. The Doctor's Respect Simulator. There's some store. Oh, so you can walk and stuff too, I guess. Alright. Insane. Game of the Year. Pet Shop Simulator. Yeah, that's Playway. There it is. A good old... I mean, like one of the simulator, supermarket simulators likes gonna be. There's already a shitload of simulators of everything. But that's how like the supermarket one kind of popped off, so there's gonna be more of those then. It's gonna simulate any kind of store possible, probably. Pet shop already here. Gonna get some more. Isaac Makalo, how we doing? Gotta add even more stuff. It's Harold Halibut. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of those simulator games are popular with streamers because, yeah, they just meme material. And they are meme material. Yeah, this one is dang stuff. Exactly my shit probably, but yeah, full stop motion stuff, wasn't it? Got the clay stuff. Actually, not clay, I think just the stop motion or something, wasn't it? Oh, wasn't it? Yeah, the stop motion aesthetic. I don't like that one, I say. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. Not exactly my genre, though. Not exactly my genre, though. A life craft. Survive and evolve as an organism. Damn, son. Literally start as a single cell. Manage to organize and all its functions a fully fledged system. Assemble, breed, eat, fight threats, produce energy, grow. Anything is possible. Harold Halibut disappointingly, I think. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of like not really super into it. This time I'm trying to figure it's even more dank. So is all that part of the organism, I guess, then? So it's not like you play as an organism, you play as, you know, the systems inside the organism, I guess. Or you build them, rather. Yeah, I didn't get that first much. Some biolamps there. Ribosome, yeah. So you basically kind of like create organism, alright. Your body must grow. Many thanks to our community for great mobs used in the trailer. Oh yeah, I guess like from playtesting and everything. Yeah, that's an interesting one. The energy is a crucial aspect of the game. Evolving, growing, supply. Defend viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. That's some ding stuff. That's some ding stuff. Now let's see some hidden gems maybe. The buckshot roulette is pumping there. Holy shit, dude. He's pumping. Hey, hello. With that cool little game, eh? The game is good. Nice, nice. Yeah, I heard it's some dang stuff. Then I got the Plushian merch there already. Holy shit, alright. Crazy. I mean, the price is like also like nothing. Yeah, I should try at some point. Yeah, kind of first I didn't really get. I was kind of thinking it tries to be like some sort of horror stuff, but I mean, I wouldn't, I guess, kind of call it that way. Let's see, Shubik, I see. So maybe Pixel Gun 3D. Holy shit! Oh, was it the what's the name? The Roblox shit, basically. Mobile multiplayer FPS Pixel Gun 3D comes to PC. Yeah, to mixed reviews. Huh? Why people be molden? Be overwhelmingly positive that this PC port came out 7 years ago. Alright. It's to be good 10 years ago, but that was 10 years ago. Alright. Not the game I played when I was a kid. Extreme pay to win garbage. Way too pay to win. Let's see. Have one of those then. Oh, that was my cue. Keep going. Oh, surprise, this one got mixed also. Wonder why. Are people enjoying some insane anti-cheat systems and stuff? Unable to connect. Decent game made a typical gacha game at 500 pointless stages, 0 challenging enemies, you one-shot everything for hours, wasted potential. Alright, so like the gacha enjoyer is also not super happy, seems like. Not worth playing since it's installed and I cheat. Yeah, that was my experience with the demo. Kinda looks cool. Alright, fine, let's try installed. And then launching it on stream and it starts, you know, like, oh, we need to install anti-cheat and download like a few more gigabytes and stuff. Yep, get out, man. Get out with that. Uninstall. Predatory gacha. Give it a try based off the graphics. Yeah, like the graphics look good and stuff. Like that's what baits people. That's what baits. All you need to do, just get like some good graphics. Actually, combat looks kind of garbage though. Not gonna lie. I think the initial trailers look kind of better there. I think. 99% graphics, 1% gameplay, yeah. BMX Streets. Insane. That looked kinda weird though, a little. Super slow-mo or something. Some insane animations there. Good reviews on this one too, though. That's nice. Could be decent then. Guess mechanically and stuff is good then. It's $40 actually even too, so not bad that they didn't farm. Sick of buying unfinished games. Buggy, I see. 8 years of develop feels a rush at the release. Updates helped a lot. Well, at least that's something. They're updating. It's not early access, I see. Way too hard and not as fluid as pipe. Alright. That's an interesting turn. A linguistic. Stranded alien down. Yeah, that was a while ago already. Yeah, it was a year ago already, this one. When you surface now all of a sudden. Surface now all of a sudden. Senior SC. Yeah, the bugs, alright, I see. Alright, so this one actually is kind of pumping now too. A lot of reviews also. A lot of them. Seems nice. Yeah, I don't remember like when it was just out though. Like it's familiar, but don't remember at all. The Lost Village. A full release. There's some more cultivation stuff going on. The English ready. There it is. There it is. More quality Chinese stuff for a pretty reasonable price. Feels good, man. This one seems like it's pumping quite well too. Botless Woods. The co-op open world sandbox adventure. Inspired by ancient China's heritage. And $10. They be pumping more, eh? Silent Breath. The unpredictable horrors, eh? Then this one is also not in Hidella's wishlist or library already. How is he missing that? I think the insane body cam stuff. And the early access, man. I wonder how that works with like the horror games there. A nudity filter and fixes. Damn, son. I was way to think. Kirimkus. Yeah, first I actually was kind of thinking it was like FMV or something. Then like some pieces kind of do look a little, you know, graphics there. And with some filters and stuff, it was pretty bad, I see. There's a horse. Focus. Scary horse. Not actually even mostly positive though. The game is a waste of time. Game merely find the 5 pages game with a flashlight. Cheap jump scares, nothing new to see here. I mean, I think that's exactly the market people are in for. Do we even have some like, you know, like proper, innovative, artistic, you know, horror games? I think it's all jump scares nowadays already. Because the audience also became a little too dank, you know. Like we got desensitized to all this stuff. Just a collection of horror assets randomly inserted, I say. They look very out of place, alright. Yeah, because yeah. The type of girl chasing after me. True. Going to make a horror game, please don't use the most common stock sound effects known to man, alright. Jump scares are obnoxious and not scary in the slightest. Having 20 monsters who are more funny looking than scary. That's like, I think, like, well, I mean, for me, right? Like, for example, like, I'm not super, you know, impressed by horror games, let's put it that way. But I think like the fear of the unknown is way stronger than any other fears that you can instill on the gaming audience. Like you already like play something when like the walls are like living, squirming, you know, like flayed bodies. And there's blood everywhere and stuff and like gore and shit. And it's just, you know, it's just another Monday for you. You just pass that, you know, completely unfazed. It's like, I think the best one is actually when you don't even see what's there, who's there. Unless you go for some specific, you know, like, phobias. If you go for some phobias, then yeah. Like, if you add, like, some spiders, that for sure gonna get the people, like, I don't know, I probably wouldn't really give a shit, but someone probably will lose their shit, but not because it's, like, scary in general, but because they're afraid of spiders. Or like the anglerfish in Soma, for example, for Ella, right? That's like the worst nightmare, probably. Let's see, I see. Discover Luna button top left. Oh, it's the Amazon Luna, I guess. I assume. Unless they just... Yeah, I mean, I guess because, you know, Twitch, Amazon. I guess. Yeah, like the fear of the unknown, in my opinion, is like what you kind of want to exploit more. Sometimes even like watch some trailer, right, and it like looks nice, like the building of like suspense and everything, right? Like looks atmospheric and everything. And then like they just show like the monster or something, and just kind of like, bruh. It's funny most of the time even. Like this shit is funny, man. Like this shit is not scary in the slightest, to be honest. They're just like me installing Blender, you know, and just like watching some tutorials for a couple of days, and that will be probably what I would make, I guess. Maybe worse. Worse, maybe actually even kind of scarier, though, to be honest. The wiggle that gets looting, I guess. Even the monster itself, too. I don't know, like that's an interesting in general thing to kind of like research and stuff, you know, like what is actually still working. Because I'm not the good reference material. But if anything, like what was the most probably, it's like since I'm not really like I get scared by jump scares, obviously, right? I can like shake a little and stuff because it's just kind of natural, I guess. But other than that, like the only like place that was kind of like, you know, good in terms of atmosphere and kind of like a little scary was like Stalker. And in Stalker, it was also partially like some of the basements and stuff. I think it was partially because of like the things that you can see. Partially because you kind of know that there might be some bloodsucker or something out of nowhere just hitting you. So that kind of just gets you tense. Which on its own is a bad thing. Like the invisible, you know, out of nowhere scares that I don't like. That got me in Fallout New Vegas, dude. That probably like was the scariest thing I had in... One of the scariest things I had in video game. When I was just like doing I think the ghouls. The ghouls going to the moon quest, and I was in the undergrounds where the Nightkins are, and then you're just like turning, you know, around the corner, and there's this like blank basically like hitting you out of nowhere because there was like invisible Nightkin there. That was scary. Well, that was a jump scary, you know. Funny for the majority of people if you say that. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the people, right? Like, I don't think there's anything like wrong with that. It depends on like it's kind of like I feel like it's somewhat connected with like emotional range of people. Like I'm just like, you know, my emotional range is a stone. So like I'm just like way too calm sometimes in the situations when you wouldn't even expect that, to be honest. Sometimes it's even bad because people think I don't care about something because I'm just like too calm about it. And some people who are more emotional, I guess they kind of get like, you know, scared and stuff more too. If I would get probably like in some VR horror shit, that would probably be scary even for me too. I also kind of just like, I don't know, like can dissociate, I guess, with things easier. Just kind of like, you know, building this like, this is real, this is not real. If you put VR, that already kind of is more real. That would be probably harder. And I mean, it also might be maybe some sort of phobias and stuff too. Like for a lot of games about like the deep sea and stuff would be kind of scary. And sometimes you kind of develop those phobias like later down the line, and sometimes you kind of like, I mean, they're irrational, right? Fears, so like you can't really like justify that. Like I at some point started like getting, like I can't really like put a finger on it what it is exactly. Like it's not kind of claustrophobia per se. Like I don't really mind like some tight spaces and stuff, but it's more kind of like, you know, the fear of like being stuck somewhere or something, I guess, you know, in some like really narrow space, especially like underwater or something, because I like swimming, I like snorkeling, would love to go diving and stuff, and like some underwater cave or some shit, that stuff would be a nope for me probably. Like really tight one. Construction of being able to move. For me, it's kind of more about like context also. It's like for example, when we were kids, we had like a road works, like construction works. Basically, they were renewing some infrastructure. So we have like two colmy blocks in front of each other, and between them there was this like two roads and a patch of grass with like, you know, kids' playgrounds and everything. So they were like doing between two houses underground some infrastructure. So basically like dug down and then connected underground. There was like this like concrete, you know, like box sort of where the pipes were. And that was all open. Well, I mean, there were like fences around, right? But like who gives a shit? So we just like got down there, and you know it's like kind of tight concrete box basically with the pipes in that were replaced. So there was like kind of almost no pipes. And we were just, how about we just like, you know, like crawl through that stuff to the other side of the street. And we did. Like I had no problems with that because I just see, you know, I see the entrance here, I see the exit there, I see the light, I know I can fit, I can go through that. Some places that you kind of like in context, you don't know the context, like what kind of place, you know, what's there, what's this, will you get stuck, will you not get stuck and stuff. Those kind of like can get some irrational like fear in you. Yes, the Xer, I see. And like I guess like suffocation, like some underwater stuff that also kind of like might be kind of scary. And that's also something that I kind of started noticing for me like later. Sometimes there was some weird stuff. Sometimes I was kind of like afraid that but that actually could be for some other reasons. That could be some like stress, some health things, because I was kind of, there were some moments when I kind of just, you know, I was like kind of breathing and I feel that I'm like, you know, I don't get enough oxygen kind of. I don't know how to explain. It's like you breathe, but not enough, you know. I think it, but I kind of haven't had those moments in a while now though, so I think it was probably kind of like, you know, stress shit from like being home and stuff back then and with all this shit going on. I think that was kind of fucking me up a little, because now I kind of don't really have that. But it was like when it was happening, you know, like sometimes like in bed, for example, and you just kind of like try not to like, you know, lay down like in the pillow or something because you feel like there is not enough, you know, like air to breathe. Or sometimes when like in the swimming pool, I remember like in the shower or something, you also kind of just like too much water on your face and just like not enough, you know, like kind of like to breathe, and you kind of like also like start like what the fuck is going on. But yeah, I think it was kind of like probably some stress things because I don't have it here now. Yeah, like those things are irrational though, so you can't really control that. Enemy you can't defeat is just there looking for you. A weapon, but it's useless. That usually kind of tends to make me kind of like more mad than scared. That was my Outlast playthrough. Like it's still actually on Twitch and I think on YouTube even. That was the one of my like first and only horror games playthroughs. I was just like annoyed. By that. Like when they chase you, you can't do anything, and it's just like sometimes it's just annoying. Again, because you kind of see them, like they're not scary. It's like I don't know. It's like maybe my brain just trying to like instead of immersing yourself, sometimes you just like over rationalizing things, and you just kind of like, you know, don't feel the tension there. Ah, I see, Steve. I see. Ah, Resident Evil 2 remake. Okay, I see what you mean. All right. I do still kind of feel like, well, actually, that is maybe kind of good, but I would say not Resident Evil. I would say Alien Isolation. Like the Alien actually concept was kind of like for me. I was also that is kind of scary because you kind of like can to some extent know when it's gonna happen and from where, and yeah, you can't really do anything about it, and it just can appear anywhere. That I think is kind of good. As long as it's like not too obnoxious also, that might be good. But still, the best I feel is like when you don't even know. Yes, could I say? No, I don't think so. But I mean, yeah, I could see that sometimes happening, sorta. That's actually one of the fears I had like as a kid. I remember there was like this like swimming pool we were going, and there was literally this kind of like, you know, like the drain, the huge kind of hole. I was like the old Soviet shit pretty much, right? Like just the hole with no like protection on it or something. Like that stuff was scary. Just kind of like imagining that you kind of get sucked into that, and it's like water, you know, and you just like into that hole and there's only water and no air to breathe. That is the scary one. That is the kind of sort, I don't know, claustrophobia or something that is kind of like scary for me. Just like small room, kind of not that bad. Again, it's on the concept and on the context, right? If a small room is like the coffin and someone is digging you alive, that is probably kind of scary, you know, in that context. Yeah, I think it probably was actually were actually kind of like panic attacks there for me, I guess, when I was like kind of lacking oxygen or something. But that could be, that could be. Yeah, I think like here I haven't had that like once, I think. That was all fine. Been shoot again. That one is pretty good. Saw it multiple times. This one's nice. Damn, Realms of Ruin. Recommended Poga. Yeah, that didn't go that well. I would just play it for cutscenes, man, honestly. But the gameplay, nah. Yeah, I mean, that's where the rationalization is kind of good thing, though. Like, that's why I'm always trying also. Like, whenever I had this, like, kind of weird, you know, like, irrational things, if it's possible, at least. Not always you can, you know. I just try to kind of, like, try to abstract from the situation and realize that I'm PPG, you know. Senior SC. Glad you made it out, indeed. Yeah, panicking is not gonna help you there. Flooded Zoo DLC. Then from 13th of December. It's an interesting recommendation. Out of nowhere. The Withering Room is yeah, it's recently even overwhelmingly insane. They pumping. They be pumping. A Bloodborne side-scroller. Yeah, Soila was going on with this one. Seems like a good one then. Getting kind of cold. Like raining or something soon. Getting some too fresh air in, I guess, even. Well, actually also it's kind of late, yeah. Started late today, so that's why probably. Right, speaking of, let's get to the actual news. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom then and close the window also. 1 sec. But I didn't close it, I guess. Yes. So, boom. Boom and boom. 1 sec, be right back. Dirty window time. Every rain and stuff, it all gets dirty easily. Way too much dust and stuff. Alright. Let's get back to it. Poof. There we go. The new entry for the dynasty. Wait, which dynasties are now there? Which other dynasties now? Let's just realize we're at 69% donor goal completion. Feels good, eh? Very nice. Oh, very nice. Let's see, there is here. Do you need the gardens and all of them, Save? Do you? Nice, a roofed garden. Ah, I see what you mean. Alright. I mean, why not? Why not? Like you do a going up and someone kick you down again? Yeah, that can be. Thing is, again, like with the lack of air and everything, the main thing to remember is like, you know, it's painful. Well, maybe painful, not the best word for that, but yeah, it's kind of like hard when you don't have oxygen, right, for a while. But you still can be a while, way more without it. And you already probably start feeling it, you know, depending if you're like stationary or swimming. You kind of like start feeling it probably like at like 30 seconds or something. 1 minute it gets kinda, you know, painful, but technically like up to 5 minutes, I think, no problemos. It's all about the training. The training, because like all the free divers, they stay underwater for a long time. But it is not that simple. Like I like snorkeling and stuff, yeah, and still like go in. When you actually kind of like go in deep and you see what you're going for, then it feels better. Then it feels better though. When you want to dive kind of deep, to take a photo or something, then oxygen is a bit less of a problem. But when you will be coming up from like, you know, like a minute or two or more with no oxygen and someone kicks you back in, that's probably not that bog, yeah. With snorkeling, you also need to keep in mind that you need a little bit of oxygen to kind of like, you know, spit the water from out of the pipe to get the air in. Unless you want to just kind of like get completely out and remove the pipe. That's also something you need. Alright, so let's go and get them news. Get them gaming news. Bandai Namco quietly released 3 small 3D platformers for free. Yeah, one of them we saw last time, yeah, Daronkovenko. There is also Not a Lot and Boomer Road. Damn son. Yeah, see it, see it. Serum, because I see. Well, see, at least you did impress. At least you did impress. And the help came, was 5 meters to the shore. Well, see, you made it. You made it. Now, with swimming in like the open water and stuff, it is kind of tricky because it's like it's harder to like, you know, pace. It's harder to pace your energy. Like when it's like a swimming pool and stuff, like I can go like for like, you know, I had sessions with like 1 hour just like non-stop basically. I was like switching styles though from like crawl to another one. I'm forgetting the English names for those. But I was going for like an hour non-stop, no problems. But that's because you kind of also know that, you know, at any moment you can just like stand up and you're good. Like when you do it in like the wild water, that's a bit trickier. That's all more difficult to keep afloat. Yeah, well, I mean, we only have like the clean water everywhere back home, so yeah, no sea. Well, I mean, we have seas there too, but close to where I live, there was only like fresh water there. So yeah, it is. Well, it actually depends though. Like, if you go crawl, for example, that is tricky, because, yeah, you get tired and stuff fast. If you go, I forgot how this one, we call it brass, basically, when you go, like, away from yourself, you know. If you go this way, like, with decent training, I think you can go, like, for a long time. Or on the back, for example. But again, you need to be, like, super calm, and you need to be prepared for that. And rivers parts of the beach with a higher undercurrent. It is actually in some season stuff like this. Like, I think actually Black Sea has those a little bit. We'll see. I think Batumi also does. That's why on the seas, usually they don't recommend you to go swimming at night. Yeah, that's when the currents can go ham. Yeah, fighting current is, like, most of the time pointless, yeah. You just need to know how to deal with that. You're just gonna, like, get out of all the straying and stuff, and then, yeah, rip. Quite often it's literally just, you know, follow the flow. Like, most of the time, just, like, laying on the back and completely relaxing, you will kind of still be afloat. And you can kind of rest a little bit. Swim perpendicular to the current? Yeah, basically. The red flag is out, don't go into the water. Yeah, probably not. I was going soak how's life. But yeah, I think it's not really embarrassing. That's fine. Especially, you know, I think whenever we were younger, we did a lot of dumb shit, you know, just to impress someone. That's normal. That's normal. I've all been there. One way or another. That's how I did start smoking back in the day, for example, you know. Did a lot of dumb things, just to either fit in or to impress someone. That's normal. A lack of knowledge awareness? Nah, I think everyone perfectly understands what red flag means. It's most of the time just like, you know, I arrive here on my vacation, I have 1 week. Do you think I'm gonna waste a fucking day because there is some red flag there? Fuck you, man. I'm gonna go swimming anyway. I paid for this vacation. Because I say, aren't we all, eh? Aren't we all, eh? Yeah, the Ronkawenka, we saw the Ronkawenka was interesting because that's the one with a whole page of guidelines for streamers and stuff. Part of being young, doing dumb shit, dude, I'm sometimes surprised I'm still alive, you know, with my youth, man. Like, we were hanging out on the construction site like cranes, the abandoned ones, like literally just like sitting up top there, playing cards, smoking and drinking, you know. And I wasn't the most dumb of them because some people, that was already dumb, but some people decided to impress other ones by doing even more dumb things than that. Like, my dumbest one probably was like when we already got on the crane and on the very top platform that is like on the roof of like control room, basically. The very top platform, I was getting up on the carcass on the crane already because there was no more stairs up there. So on the carcass of the crane, because there was a hole where we were hiding cigarettes, basically. That was my peak of the dumb. Some other people were doing more dumb shit there. Yeah, Sisoka, I see. You even fell from there once, from like the lower platform, but I was also quite a fall. The lucky part was that because there was like there was still the rope there. Like one of my legs ended up on like the solid part of the crane, and another one was falling in the hole in the middle of the crane. But there was like one metal rope in the middle that I managed to get exactly on with my second leg, with my second foot, because if not that, then I would probably like, you know, kind of like flip and maybe hit my head on something there from quite high still altitude. But I ended up that way, so that was completely, absolutely unscathed. And all that just because there was like this like how you call them, I forgot how you call those. They kind of swing, I guess. We're called a Tarzanka from Tarzan, you know. It's basically a stick tied to the rope from the crane. So I was like trying to get it back to the crane so you can sit on it. Actually, probably good that I fell from that stuff, because if I would be sitting on that, I probably would fell way worse. So I was just like kind of like trying to get it closer to the crane with another rope. And I was doing it with both hands. Very smart too. So when the rope kind of just broke, I had nothing except standing on the staircase, on the ladder basically. So I just fell down from that. And the drywall seating, they say, huh? And the there. No, there will be probably nothing. There will be probably nothing already from that altitude potentially. Those are also, you know, the dink times. Actually, I think I already had mobile phone though back then. So at least you can call somewhere, I guess. Yeah, this one has like the whole, yeah, content creator and video streaming guidelines. There's like a whole page for that. Actually, we checked it last week, so it's kind of like not exactly the fresh news there. But yeah, there's free Bandai Namco stuff to play. Free play a robot hacking action game. And Boomer Road exhilarating action adventure game. Slide along boomerang rails they create. So yeah, like Bandai Namco decided just to get some games out in the wild for free. Why not, I guess? Seems good. Amazon's Fallout series primed for second season ahead of premiere. Well, I mean, not surprised, huh? Not surprised, really. So what's the consensus? Like, well, obviously journalists are fucking like coming buckets, but that's journalists. They always do kinda. So that is not an indicator. But yeah, I saw some of the people in community who are big Fallout enjoyers kinda not happy with it. Not sure about the general consensus. Gonna watch it anyway. It's Fallout, you know. Yes, because I see a bit solid. I like it. All right. Giga weird moments, but overall is nice. All right. The possible for today's standard. Okay. I think it's also kind of depends how you're gonna be judging it, right? Like for some random person from the outside, I guess that would be probably kind of poga. For a random gamer, that might also be kind of for like the deep Fallout lore enjoyers and stuff. I wonder. Those I think are not so happy so far. Yeah, I'll watch that. I'll watch that shit. Be already in Georgia then. If it wasn't Fallout, wouldn't have continued it. Alright. The less you know about the stuff is better. Alright. I see Zikmak. Well, that's exactly the thing that is happening to Fallout 4 now. We'll get to that too in the news soon. A Dredge live-action feature film announced. There it is, man. There it is. So that was who? Announced collaboration production company Story Kitchen to adapt the critically acclaimed title into live-action feature film. Well, I mean, to be honest, like, I mean, that'll be interesting to see how will they make it Dredge, you know. Like, just another, like, Lovecraftian, you know, kind of like Shadow over Innsmouth thing. Why not? But like all this like fishing stuff and shit, like how they plan to get this in. That's the interesting one. 6 cents on the water. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. How will that go? Families medieval times had the 7 kids in average. I mean, we still, I think, have, you know, like the discrepancy between like amount of like the kids distribution, right? And the later you go in the future, the percentage like changes more because yeah, dudes be doing dumb shit. Let's put it that way. Used to be movie games, now it's game movies. Exactly. Agree, Peter. They saw that, so it's kind of like working, and there we go. They saw that it works. Ready, you're ready. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy. Enjoy. Motive Studio to work on Battlefield as Iron Man game hits major internal milestone. There it is. So the Iron Man is actually already doing good. E-Portable, hello. How we doing? Proven expertise in storytelling, immersive battles, and developing on the Frostbite engine uniquely positions them to help advance the vision for Battlefield. Led by Winsome Pelle and Byron Bede. In parallel, development continues to move forward in our Iron Man project, led by Olivier Peruls, executive producer Ian Frazier, creative director, and team made excellent progress this year, hitting a major internal milestone and laying a robust foundation for the journey ahead. Iron Man is an important priority for Motive, and I'm very proud of the work we accomplished so far. Yes, the next Battlefield going on. You mean the Frostbite engine? Well, for Battlefield is good. For Battlefield is good. If Battlefield turns out not very good, it's not because of the engine. The problem usually when they try to shove the Frostbite engine everywhere, that doesn't work that good sometimes. That doesn't work that good sometimes. Star Wars Outlaws release date set for August, a new story trailer shown. So like trailer I kind of don't really care about too much, but yeah, it's just that trailer made people like lose their shit completely though. Like the comments, man. There's a higher microtransaction count than even Master Yoda. Ubisoft absolutely murdered their own brand. Ratio is deserved. Single player game with day one DLC. $70 price tag does not include chunks of the game that are already finished. Insane behavior. This is why YouTube hides dislikes. Buying equals not owning. Pirating equals not stealing. This is Ubisoft games. That means in 12 years this game will be gone from your library and inaccessible because of some stupid issues. Ubisoft will have to get comfortable with not owning any money. They speak up because it's Ubisoft, yeah. Yeah, hopefully that's gonna be more for other ones too. Like that's the good rising up moment. But yeah, they need to rise up more for other things. 87k dislikes. Yeah, they clown on like on a lot of their statements here at the same time. What a time to be alive. Ubisoft got ratioed on their own channel. Yeah, the ratio is still a thing. A ratio is still a thing. 33k likes, 106k dislikes. And it was one day ago too. Yeah. It's outside of the price and stuff. Like, what are people also losing their shit about? I wonder. Because some people went ham with this one. Some people went ham.
Represents some of the most powerful criminal organizations in the galaxy. Pikes, Crimson Dawn, Huts. It's a golden age for the underworld. The Empire controls every corner of the galaxy, but they're distracted by a rebellion that won't quit. It's an opportunity to make millions.
Kay Vess, the underworld's favorite new scoundrel. We meet at last.
What do you want?
Zarek Besh. They're new, rich, and lethal. You crossed their boss Sliro, and now he wants you gone. Rob his fortune and buy your freedom.
This job, it's a death wish. I'm in.
Out here, you live and die by your reputation. You want to survive? Know the players.
You're new to this world.
What's your problem?
Come back when you're not.
Daba, right? Look, don't try anything. I got a whole crew surrounding the... Okay, we're skipping that part.
For about as long as I can remember, it's just been me and Nyx. Doing what we have to survive. This job is my one shot at freedom. But if we're gonna pull this off, we need the right crew. And the right ship. Yes! Hang on.
I hire you because you are one of the best hunters in the Outer Rim.
She's more connected than you let on, Sliro. Bess is mixed up in something bigger.
The Outer Rim is a
Here
dangerous
is.
place. Everyone is fighting for their piece of the galaxy. But all I want is to live free. So I'm gonna risk it all. Hold on, Nyx!
Star Wars Outlaws pre-order available now.
Okay, and for that, they got shit on basically here. Yeah, I don't really see anything like particularly bad in the trailer itself, though. Even though like some people also like found as usual. Let's go and real turn it there. Right here. No. Not supposed to be. Oh, it's because it's already like queued in this window. Alright. There we go. This is where the playlist is. There we go. I'll get back to it. For some reason, I already switched to that one. Yeah. I think some people already like saw the Vogue stuff in that. I think my friend messaged me some of the stuff that like some people already like molding that she's like they made her ugly or something too apparently or some stuff. Well, knowing him, that probably people mad that she's like, you know, doesn't have the giga booba or something probably, or some like, you know, skimpy outfits or some shit. Probably that too. But yeah, I think like main thing, all the effort, all the trailer and everything is just pretty much being like ripped just because of their like decisions and on the pricing and other stuff. PS5 had a Uplay. Yeah, Uplay Plus is an option to actually kind of play it, I guess, because yeah, like $70, then you get then you get also like a bunch of DLCs, 3 days early access, and like the super edition is like $100 like something dollars. It's like, dude, it's insane. Like, what a time to be alive, huh? Got a Tomb Raider tabletop yesterday. I actually haven't heard anything about it, except again that my friend like linked me. Like, I still have the friend back home who is like, yeah, reading a bunch of like the interesting local media from back home. You right, Gianello? How we doing? Oh yeah. Window, yeah, that stuff. Yeah, so no more tomb raiding apparently or something. In some tabletop. Nice, Reggie, nice. Sounds good, doing good, man, doing good, huh? Can voice actor for male main character looks 1-to-1, female looks always look uglier. I don't know. I think like it's also kind of like depends on like animations and how things look, because like people also like to kind of like they get some sort of like a stop motion, you know, screenshot from the trailer where it like kind of looks weird. And then they just go, like, you know, lose their shit over it. Same with, like, LOA, for example, right back then. Also, you just get, like, some angle or some like, trailer piece where you get the screenshot, and then you go, like, bruh, what is this shit? Does look ugly to me, to be honest. I don't know. That doesn't look ugly to me. Okay, now let's go this one. This one. Yeah, so there is not gonna be Tomb Raider in there anymore. Yeah, and obviously some people also bolding about like the cast of characters that was on that tabletop. Because yeah, how dare they? Okay, is it going hard in any direction? Well, yeah, it's Ubisoft. It's gonna be Assassin's Creed or something else again. The usual stuff. Like, it probably, like, people even enjoyed the Avatar one. Like, wasn't bad, apparently. But with those pricings and commercial models, dope. You're a bot shit, though? I don't know. Kinda didn't really notice, even. Spider-Man 2 looks ugly. Oh, that I haven't seen, though. That I actually haven't seen. Eh? Don't think she looks ugly. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, that I didn't notice. And it's all, like, subjective, the taste, dude. Like, also, like, the beauty and stuff. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder, you know. For some people, that's fine. For some people, it's not. Based on one of the writers, I see. Get the audience, they won't even buy that shit. Speaks the loudest, voting with the wallet. Yeah, like I mean, I do kind of hope they get like reality checked with those insane prices. But yeah, kind of like, don't think it will happen. I don't think that will happen. A larger audience with what? With the Tomb Raider? I mean, it's a tabletop anyway. That's a different story completely. That's a different story completely. I don't know, like, though, what's the problem with the being the Tomb Raider and stuff. That is already a little too dank. That is too dank. Like seeing things that weren't there really. Like literally in the name of the game. Literally. Yes, he's the USA. Well, with the prices for sure. With the prices I do agree. With the prices I do agree. So we'll buy Ubisoft. I think some people tried. They're not selling for now. Someone did try. Someone did try already. Oh, they ain't selling. They ain't selling. Yeah, I'm not sure about like going like downhill though fast in terms of the income and everything, because like Assassin's Creeds are still selling like crazy. Far Cry, yeah, last Far Cry maybe wasn't that super pogi, but if I remember correct, they still kind of like made a decent amount from it. Yeah, that's why they're focusing on Assassin's Creed now too. Can you like the Avatar? Actually, Avatar game, I'm not sure how profitable it was, but I mean, that one also did good. Now, they did kind of fail, obviously, with like the Skull and Bones and stuff, but again, like part of that was funded by a bunch of governments from the region where the game, you know, takes place and stuff. Like, if there would be like that much of a loss financially, they probably would just like cut that already long ago. But they still saw it through because of that contract. So it was a Far Cry game. Yeah, that's what they do, and that's why they keep afloat. They just make the games that make them money. That's pretty much it. That's the main. I mean, they even said themselves, I think, that they're just gonna focus on the franchises that actually, you know, make them money. So yeah, there will be even more. There will be even more of that. Yeah, like every like Assassin's Creed is like selling like hot pies there, so but they will just keep going. They'll just keep going with that. Yeah, Day One DLC is trash. I do agree. Day One DLC is garbo. Like if you release the game and then you kind of like make some extra content on top of that, that is okay, I guess. That I don't really mind. If I like the game, I'll get it. If not, then I won't. But Day One DLC, yeah, I think that's trash. The fancy AC vests. They probably did a bunch. It depends, like with a lot of those like super collectibles and stuff. The problem is usually like shipping and regions and shit. Like they probably would have enough people who would want to get something like that, but they most likely were shipping only in like, you know, like some specific regions or something. Well, I mean, back in the day, we also had DLC. They weren't cold DLC, right? Like, even speaking like Diablo 2 and stuff and shit, we had Lords of Destruction and everything. Like, it was always the case. It was always the case. The problem with them is, yeah, the Day One stuff. That's the main shit. That's the main shit. And the prices. Like I said before, already we were talking about Paradox stuff earlier today. It's all about the prices. Like when the pricing is reasonable, then it's fine. In general, like a lot of those like things might be kind of fine if the pricing is reasonable. Pretty much, say pretty much. A DLC as a way to fix the game, eh? Total War stuff too far. Well, yeah, and they even like kind of backtracked on that somehow, somewhat at least. Being funded by Brazil, we also... Well, I mean, that's the problem, though. Like, if it's the day one DLC, then it's like the content that was literally just cut from a release version. Like, it's the content that is already made, it's already there. Why should you pay more? You know. Oh, you mean in that? Oh, yeah, in that sense, yeah, 100%. That's in many cases even. 25% is even kind of like back in the day when before Steam started nerfing some of the cheapest regional prices, like Argentina and stuff was making like, you know, 80% of many purchases. Now, so now people started to try to find, I guess, like some different regions where they can buy some stuff cheaper. Which, again, why, as I said many times, like it's like all those regional prices, they existed like forever. VPNs and stuff, they existed forever. Like, sure, some people were probably doing it. Like, I mean, I know that some people were doing that, like, before, too. 100%. But that wasn't, you know, that big of an issue to for Steam to, like, address it and everything. So, like, something happened, right? That people, like, en masse started, like, switching regions and stuff to save money. And, like, if you connect the dots, you probably should understand that most likely it's because it became so ridiculously fucking expensive that, yeah, people started looking into the options how to decrease that. How to actually, you know, get a different region. Like, they still want to buy games, they don't want to go pirating stuff, but they just not ready to pay that much. Because prices are too much. Unhappy with DLC? Well, as I said, it depends. Like, we're talking like day one DLCs, for example. That's dumb and that's garbage. 100%. Like, no matter how you look at it, I think it's dumb. Like, if it's like something that is available day one, then it could be available, you know, as a part of the game, as a part of, like, you know, day one patch, for example. Like, if it's something down the line, you know, like if they support the game and develop stuff later for the game, sure, why not? People want more of the game. Like, look at the hype for, like, the Elden Ring DLC. People want more. They give them more. That's already years down the line. Alright, maybe that was already available day one. They just kind of cut it, like, put it in the box and, like, let's wait and release it later. Maybe they did it this way. Sell the blood for the game separately. I mean, yeah, that's a weird one. Why would you sell that then? Like, you just can do it like as Coomer's games do. Like, they can go full Coomer, so they make, you know, the free Coomer patch or something. There you go. There you go. Like, if you really want to. Yeah, it's just like it's just too greedy. Like, I understand, but like sometimes in some prices and stuff, it's too much. Hey, Sacred, hello. It's just too much. And then again, like, you know, because like of some other issues, like people just gonna ride that. Like, the issue is basically the price, right? Like all this deluxe edition and other shit that they try to sell Ubisoft stuff. That's the issue. But the problem is, like, people gonna attach, you know, like a bunch of other stuff. Like, they're like, you know, it's smoke, man. Like, this stuff, they're gonna just attach it on top of the real existing issue. And then, like, you know, the discourse around the game just gonna be, like, kind of ruined. That's what happened pretty much with, like, Dragon's Dogma, right? You know, in Dragon's Dogma, I guess it was kind of, like, in a way positive, though. Because people, like, to the issue of bad performance, that is a real issue, right? That also allowed people to kind of go ham with the issue with microtransactions, which is also a real issue. But if there would be no performance issues, no one would be talking about microtransactions. So sometimes like piggybacking like that is good. But sometimes people just like attach some nothing burgers on the actual issues. And then it also gives like Ubisoft later, for example, some like line of defense when some reviewers and Ubisoft will be, oh, it's this like toxic gamer crowd that hates woke games. That's why we are not selling well and having bad reviews, when in fact it's because you fucking trying to sell your shit for like $140, you know, if you want to get all content day one. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you can like stuff. You can even play stuff, right? You can even like play like Paradox games or something. Like I played Dragon's Dogma 2, right? And I still think that all those microtransactions are kind of like not needed whatsoever, and that performance is bad too. You still should be able to do that. There's always should be like you don't need to be like kind of, you know, like full like Switch mode, like either 1 or 0, like either hate or you like. No, there's always, you know, shades there. Still should be able to call that out. Former Halo, Destiny lead working on Unreal Engine competitive multiplayer game. The Probably Monsters, an independent game company founded in 2016 by former Bungie president and CEO Harold Ryan, create a new team to develop competitive multiplayer game in Unreal Engine 5. Former Bungie leader Chris Obdal, who has more than 20 years of experience as a game developer working on franchises like Halo and Destiny. Hidden Grove is the new team within Probably Monsters working on this multiplayer project. And the competitive one, yeah. So what they have there? What do they plan there? Competitive multiplayer adventure game using Unreal Engine 5. And that probably. And Unreal Engine 5 nowadays, yeah, that's not exactly the seal of quality at this point, sadly. Beyond Hidden Grove, we have unannounced development projects that I'm excited for us to share in the future. They even end up like releasing anything since 2016 then? Kinda, Ultan, kinda. Gear portable, yeah, that is true. Like you can, like you see, you still always should be able to call that out. Doesn't matter. Yeah, developers doing their best and stuff, true. But yeah, doesn't mean that you should stuff slide anyway, and the corpus stuff slide. It's the same as like the Blizzard ex CEO saying that you need to. Yeah, the company should provide opportunity for like the buyers of the game and players to tip the creators. Like, dude, the fuck are you on about, man? Fuck are you on about? Like, and the guy even specifically said, like, you know, like not just $70 game, but like also the like $10-20 tip. So like it's specifically even targeted at like, you know, the AAA $70 games. How is it different from tipping the waiter? The waiter is the one who did the work. But if you are tipping the like in Steam, for example, you go and you tip the company. Yeah, the chef did. That is also true. That is also true. I do. That is right. Like waiter did part of the work. Chef did part of the work. But here you basically just like tipping not like you tip the restaurant, you tip the restaurant owner, you tip all the like the taxes, you know, Steam also as a distributor and everything. So your tip basically kind of like goes, you know, through a whole bunch of layers, and by the time it gets to some creator that you wanted to tip, it's non-existent. Yeah, and I do also agree that the tipping culture is not good. I do agree with that 100%. Yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with you on that one. Not to mention that here, for example, there is already in the menu, there's 10% service fee already included in the prices. Like you have the menu, and then it says like 10% also the service fee. So like when they, you know, check out, that is already in. They check out the price with the service fee. And it's still kind of expected to leave some. I usually leave some coins when they bring back, you know, the change. I can leave that, even though I'll take the big ones out. But yeah, I have a friend who's like, you know, I can. So like, and leaves like pretty solid ones there sometimes. I'm like, why? Like, I'm not gonna. He's like, I'll do it from my money. Sure, bro. Well, I mean, people working in restaurants like it. Well, let's start with one thing. People working as waiters like it. Because my friend who is a chef, for example, he almost never sees any of that tip. So the person who actually cooks and everything, they never see that shit, ever. So someone who brings you, okay, fine. Maybe if it's like, you know, like some, like here, for example, I haven't seen these restaurants actually here. Like Love told me that if you get some shashlik, for example, they like, you know, they bring like 2 huge plates. Lady brings you, she like dances and performs the special song for that, and then she kind of serves you that. Alright, sure, that's something cool and everything. When someone just like, you know, bring you the plate and stuff, and sometimes also with like this like face that, you know, you fucking owe them or something. No, I don't deserve shit. Yes, I could. Like my friend, I think had like once specifically like someone asked, they give that to the chef, you know. And I think like some like they had like some catering or something to do, so then they were sharing the tips. So like they were gathering tips together, all the waiters and stuff, and they were sharing among everyone participating. And yeah, imagine how much they would like to have like proper wages. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. Like the tipping stuff basically is just like a way for like a lot of like cafes and stuff to pretty much just like don't pay taxes and stuff. Like they pay less taxes that way. Like here and back home, they pretty much like waiters only rely on tips pretty much, because like the basic salary is dirt low. It's like super low. So they like don't really earn much. They need to rely on tips. And that means also, you know, less pension money, you know, less taxes and stuff you kind of pay, less stuff gets saved for your, you know, like retirement fund and everything. And yeah, you just need to rely on like on people pretty much to pay you. The poor salary, that's the thing. That's the thing. There should be poor salary. That's the main thing. Get tips for doing your job, yeah. Well, the content creators technically live off the tips, right? But that's also because, yeah, like if Twitch would be like, yeah, I can just like pay you salary or something, I would pick that, dude. 80 day. Like if they would be alright, we're gonna like pay you, I don't know, like a living salary for the rest of your career and stuff, and you just take no donors. I would go for that. I would go for that rather. Let's see what I say. So yeah, like for games and stuff, I like for the indie stuff, for example. I mean, there is already stuff like that. There is, let's say, yeah, there is Atem, for example. Like they do have yeah, supporter pack. There we go. I have that because like I like the game. I even got the game for free actually. I didn't need to buy anything. They sent me the review key. I still went and bought the supporter pack because I like the game. So no problems. That's the indie studio, and yeah, you kind of know where that will go, sorta. You get some skins and stuff for that, you know, just kind of like symbolical things, I guess. Let's put it that way. I didn't really mind. I didn't really mind. When it's like comes down to like yeah, itch.io distributes games that way sort of too also, right? Like sometimes there's even like pay, you know, what you want, for example, like get it for free or you can pay what you want. That's okay too. For indie stuff, I think it's kind of completely fine, especially since it's like, you know, small companies where you know where it's gonna end. When it's like the AAA studio is like, dude, it's just gonna like disappear on the way to actual creators instantly, first of all, and second of all, it's kind of like, if you think about it again, like coming back to like the Ubisoft stuff, the Outlaws and everything, is you have 3 days early access, you have deluxe editions, you have microtransactions, you have season passes, battle passes, you know, cosmetics and all that stuff. Like, that's your tip, bro. You're already like asking for too much. Sometimes subscriptions and stuff on top of that. Like, which fucking tip, dude? You already ask for a lot. See what I say. The platform exclusive missions. Yeah. Let's get like the different. The retailers are gone now, right? Let's go back. As I remember, like in old MMOs, like you buy the game from one of the retailers, you get like unique, like some skins or something or characters from that retailer, for example. I remember those times. You get it from GameStop, you get that. You get it like from like Game or something, you get that. You get it like from, I don't know, like Walmart or something, you get third thing. I remember those times. Alright. EA shuts down Dead Space 2 remake rumors after reports indicate it was shelved. Yes, Jeff Grubb reported earlier today EA's Motive Studio was working on a Dead Space Remake 2 before it was shelved following lackluster sales of the team's Dead Space remake last year. However, EA has denied Grubb's reporting, telling IGN, "We don't normally comment on rumors, but there is no validity to this story." Alright. There was something else there. I'll give you my permission to believe EA if you want, but whenever company says that isn't true, but they don't specify which part of the story they are talking about, well, yeah. Dead Space 2 is definitely being planned. It had a code name and they aren't making it now. My understanding based on my own sources is that Dead Space 2 remake was never considered. Also, EA's statement was pretty definitive. That's all the leakers fighting each other there. MKHPLO. Motive was working on the remake of Dead Space before it was shelved. Alright, it's the same again stuff. Never know the true story here. I'll never know that the full story. The lackluster performance of the Dead Space remake last year. I wonder what they expected from that, even if it would be lackluster. I wonder what would they expect there. Enter the ring and just spread some shit. I think that's how it works. Why would we trust EA? I mean, why would we trust like some random statements though? Like I don't think like anyone really has like proper credibility there, to be honest. To be honest. Like if anything, I think like logically, even if you think logically, right? Like you have like games you want to remaster, right? Multiple ones in the same franchise. It makes sense to remaster one, look how it performs, and then already decide if you do the second one, right? So like if they did it that way, then they already like knew that it performed bad, and then they just didn't even start, which is, you know, what they said that never was considered. So maybe it did sell bad and they didn't even start. And from his logic, it kind of sounds that they like remastered first one, and even before they released it, they already started remastering second one, and then, oh boy, first one didn't sell well, so we just cancel it. I don't know. Pretty credible overall. I mean, yeah, like he did some right ones, but he also, I think, did some not right ones, so it's in general kinda. I think in general kinda overall hard to say. But yeah, I do think that it kind of like doesn't make sense though. Kinda. From like the logical standpoint. I don't know, EA could be anything though. Could be anything. Could be anything. Maybe they did actually plan like the second game already, like a remaster like super fast. But yeah, that just kind of like. But then they already probably could easily just finish it and just like, you know, let it go and whatever happens. But if it performed that badly, then they probably already like would call it long ago, probably. Well, and it's also like 20, you know, it's also 2024. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because yeah, a lot of kind of like weird decisions were made already with canceling things because of the financial situation in the world. So yeah, I guess anything could happen. Not that I really care too much, to be honest. And yeah, since this time they actually also came out with some sort of like, you know, like some sort of message about it, I guess. That also means that probably it's just like some statement that is potentially kind of like hurtful probably for the stonks, I would assume. With like the canceled Dead Space 2 and stuff. So they kind of needed to protect that. Fallout 4 New Gen update brings 60 FPS to PS5, Xbox Series XS later this month. There it is. Arrives on April 25th. So if you wanted to replay some after watching the show, there it is. Bethesda Game Studios releasing the following free Creation Club items. Damn son, the Enclave Remnants, Makeshift Weapon Pack, a base in Halloween Workshop. Damn, the generosity, man. Actual free mods. Kubi saw Kubi. Like, I'm not sure exactly. Like, yeah, I don't think it was like some super giga. Well, I mean, it was good, but yeah, was it a giga success in sales? Hard to say. Not to mention is like it's EA, so we don't know what expectations they had. Maybe they were expecting that Dead Space remake will sell, you know, like millions of copies there, and yeah, didn't get that. Kingdom Come Deliverance developer Warhorse Studios to announce new game next week. Yeah, Thursday, April 18th, 8 p.m. CST. There's gonna be new game reveal from the Warhorse. Yeah, and well, considering in that studio, I guess it's gonna be KCD. That would be kind of weird if it'll be something else, I guess, there. So, yeah, they're gonna announce that. Their YouTube and Twitch channels, alright. There it is. So on Thursday we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be like That's gonna be like still the PPG week. So next week with the move. So I'm not sure if on Thursday evening I will be even able to stream. So we'll see. And I mean, just for like one game announcement, I don't know if it makes sense to kind of like go live at like 8 p.m. and stuff. Not sure, not sure. The case is something other than Deliverance. Could be that, could be that. It's another soap there, yeah, that could be. Just more soap again. Yes, so guys say. Gearbox Publishing San Francisco is now Arc Games. The firm, still owned by Embracer, will continue to publish the Remnant series and Hyper Light Breaker. So yeah, since Gearbox is now sold out, but the publishing branch they still keep. They still keep the publishing branch. So they're gonna keep the Remnant and everything. I mean, that's a big one. That's a big one to keep. Konami to raise Japan staffer salaries in March 2025. Starting next year, graduates will also receive a new base pay. Son, 2025 announcement there. By March 2025. The pay for new graduates will grow to $1,970 monthly from previous $1,945. I mean, not like some crazy growth, but still, they, you know, indexing, I guess. So that is kind of good. That is kind of good. And that's also just for the new frogs. Promoted that some local company groups and positions will not be eligible for raises. Or raises salaries to stabilize the employee income and creating a rewarding work environment. 2025 pay raises will be the firm's third consecutive fiscal year of base salary increases. So like every year they just indexing salary a little bit. I mean, that seems fair. That sounds good. I think that's actually kind of nice rather than having, you know, like, oh man, we just got like some big increase and that was like, you know, the old salary was like that like for like a decade or something. So this way they add a little, but they do it every year. That's good. I think that's good. Blizzard renews agreement with NetEase. Microsoft also forms a partnership with the Chinese firm. So the Chinese World of Warcraft enjoyers finally rejoicing. Back to World of Warcraft they go. Re-establishing partnership with NetEase. The demon Bobby peaced out, and everything returned back to how it was. Kubi, stay Kubi, I don't know who got the better deal. Hard to say, hard to say. Well, I mean, how was that going? I don't. Was NetEase? Was it basically Blizzard or like Activision Blizzard wanting like more from them? Was it? And the wrong game on because I don't touch Steam. It's just in the background. I don't remember like who was. Was it NetEase asking for more or was it Bobby asking for more? I think it was actually Bobby asking for more because they were planning to find some like different partners and something. That NetEase was kind of bad at Blizzard and Bobby. So I see Microsoft just kind of agreed for the previous terms or like worse terms, I guess, or something, and just returned it. No, I mean, it's good for the enjoyers of the game. It's better to kind of, you know, have the game available, even if it's making you a little less money. At least it's making you some money than making none. Yeah, Ares, yeah, they specifically mentioned Bobby. Yeah, let Xbox do the Chinese market. I see. All right. We're back World of Warcraft and say it, and then a few months into, yeah, that will be a few days probably. I doubt Bobby would have achieved world peace. Well, I mean, maybe we're on, maybe, you know, the nature is healing now. Maybe. Lo-Fi Games Kianshi sells 2.3 million units. The RPG hit the sales figures years after launching on Steam in December 2018. I mean, that's impressive though. Over 2 million units sold, eh? That's pretty good, eh? Impressive, eh? Yeah, that's really a niche game too. Saber's Matthew Karch, the AAA model is going to change. Challenges facing AAA and how developers can lower their costs, plus more on reclaiming independence from Embracer. So where's his dink statement there? Games getting cut left and right, so there is going to be a situation, I think it's already starting this Christmas, where you are going to see a real scarcity of games. There's less coming out. The consolidation that's been going on in the industry is gonna hurt that as well, and the costs and the turmoil that the industry has been going through. Teams will regroup, but the capital at the moment, it just isn't there. And so the industry is actually contracting somewhat, and the supply of content is going to be way short of the demand. Despite his grim outlook, he believes Saber Interactive, the company co-founded which has reclaimed independence, will be able to thrive thanks to a steady flow of titles in its pipeline and being able to produce games at the price point where we can be adaptable with the way we bring those games to the market. And the price point is a crucial factor for Karch. We don't have to sell a game for $70, and I'd prefer not to. I think that's expensive. I don't like that. It's almost not fair. Part of the reason Helldivers 2 has had the success that it's had is because it comes in at a much lower price point and it's accessible. True. At least some of them see that. 5 years ago, all you heard about was the next Assassin's Creed or the next Call of Duty, Far Cry, Battlefield, or whatever else it was. Like, note how out of like 5 basically names, the common names in gaming, 2 of them are Ubisoft. The whole industry awaited with bated breath for those games to come out. Those were the juggernauts. But now you're seeing stuff like Palworld, Helldivers 2, Valheim coming out and killing it. People realizing that there's an opportunity to make great entertainment at a price that isn't going to kill somebody's bank account. Years ago, yeah, not sure. Saber's biggest upcoming game this year is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, a title that Karch describes as a head and shoulders above anything Saber has ever done. Believes the game will put the studio into an elite category in terms of what it's capable of delivering. Despite Karch's critiques of the current AAA pricing standards, Space Marine 2 will still be priced at $70. I mean, Focus, now Pull Up Entertainment, oh yeah, they changed the names again, is the publisher and we are the developer, but this is a Saber's game and I would love to sell that, at least the digital edition, for less than $70 because we can, and I think we should. If you do games that look, feel and play as good as this, it shouldn't matter how much money you spend in the game. What should matter is how many months were put into that game, that were the resources put into that game, right? Karch argues that AAA development is trapped into a vicious cycle. Games become more expensive to make, so companies charge more for them. This means the title generate more revenue, and if they don't, the company makes fewer of those types of games. Subscription and other forms of revenue generation have also put pressure on the traditional model, he adds. Also discusses rising AAA budgets, with blockbuster games all costing hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, both of The Last of Us 2 and Horizon Forbidden West cost Sony over $200 million to make. Bring back the regional prices? That they should for sure, yeah, I do think so. I do think so. The reason AAA is so expensive is because everybody insists on doing AAA in the most expensive territories in the world. If you're Activision and you're making $1 billion, you don't care that you just spent 250 million making the game, right? But how many games that have huge spends go on to fail? A lot, which is why there's going to be a change in the model. He points to Saber's work on the Halo Master Chief Collection, including the development of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. I can tell you with 100% certainty that our budget for Master Chief Collection was certainly 1/20th of Halo Infinite, but probably more like 1/30th or 1/40th. And I would imagine they are equally successful. So there's a way to keep your costs down just by being smart about the way you develop it and acknowledging the fact that the games are a global industry. And there are people in Buenos Aires, Serbia, Poland who all play the same games that we play and they can make them. These are not territories chosen at random. Saber Interactive has staff across 15 locations around the world, and he says that where your studio is based can dramatically reduce costs. For example, he claims that Serbia-based Madhead Games, the developers of Scars Above, had a cost structure that is 1/5 of what a similar studio would be in California, and they're just as good. Saber Interactive is 100% a different beast to how it was before it sold to Embracer Group in 2020. Those 15 locations are up from its previous 5, and its workforce has grown from 800 to 3,500. But Kark says the fact Saber had been expanding with its own M&A strategy prior to being acquired means the company is well positioned to cope with an increased size. Oh yeah, the Scars Above I remember actually, yeah. Because we didn't join Embracer as a one-studio company, we already had experience in managing multiple teams, and we were able to basically replicate that model with the studios that we retained. We support our teams with a central suite of tech, help where needed, and we share experience. Obviously, we have more projects going on now, but we have a lot more competent managers. We're not set up like a decentralized company like Embracer was. We're set up very much in a top-down structure. But the studios that we acquired had very strong management before we acquired them. What they didn't have was the opportunity to work on things that they're working on now. Many of the titles in development across Saber Interactive and in studios not yet announced, Kark reminds us of some of the games. Space Marine 2, Jurassic Park Survival, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, and the remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. If anything, I would say we probably have too many projects under development now, and we're gonna probably cut some of them back in the future. I don't think we're going to cut resources, we're just going to cut projects and do fewer projects with the same number of resources. So I feel like we're in a very good position. I don't know if we're the largest independent developer in the world right now. I guess it depends on how you define independent, but after taking it back, we might be. There have been changes, of course. Saber is now larger. It's still smaller than it was at the start of 2024 due to its former parent keeping a number of studios. Also necessitated some alterations in certain territories. A relatively small percentage of our studios and our staff is in Russia, and ultimately we need to keep moving everybody to a contractor basis because of political sensitivities and not wanting to have direct ownership of assets in Russia. Small percentage, yeah, dude. Yeah, these are people that I've worked with since I was in my 20s, and I wasn't about to abandon them, but I was feeling a lot of pressure from Embracer to cut off those ties as much as possible. Well, I mean, props to them that they didn't ditch the people. It kind of sucks on the other hand, though, because, you know, ended up moving everybody to a contractor basis. Like, why don't you, you know, move everybody to a different country basis, for example? Especially since, like, moving all those people to, like, Serbia, for example, wouldn't really be that expensive and wouldn't really require much from you. Just, you know, keep paying them salaries and help them. That's it. Don't really want to get too much into political aspects of it, or other than to say that I feel badly for everybody that's involved in what's going on in that part of the world. I think anybody wants that. I had people who work for us who protested and been put away, and these are people that are family to me, and I wasn't about to abandon them. Sorta, sorta. Well, I mean, you need them in big amounts too. If it would be that easy that people wouldn't be moving, you know, in hundreds of thousands, basically, to different countries. Still a lot of demand, He has a point though. Like a lot of developing companies and stuff, they just like, oh, we need like, you know, our fancy office in like somewhere in Silicon Valley, dude. Was it actually like Telltale or someone who were like in San Francisco or something with their office when they went bankrupt for the first time? Well, yeah, sure, bro. With such expenses, probably you have like different, you know, expectations from whatever you publish and stuff. Like some story reminiscing. What was the one where he said that, that not in this interview? Or was it like, you know, the broken phone? Like they just want to have like $70 price tag because, you know, if it's cheaper then people think it's like means that the game is worse. And it was about Space Marine, I assume then. Yeah, Space Marine 2 will still be priced at 70, yeah? Yeah, it doesn't say here. Oh wait, and yeah, it doesn't say here. Maybe it was like in another interview or something. Hard to say. Should be held up to a higher standard. Yeah, exactly. Like with prices nowadays in general, I don't think you kind of like if you see it looks good and it's cheap, you do go kind of question mark like why? I wonder. But like that doesn't make you like, oh no, I'm not gonna buy it. It's probably bad. Yeah, bosses believe the price equals quality. Yep, I do think so. I do think so. No, that's quality there. EA raising price of EA Play subscription. Annual fee rising to $40, while a Pro up to $119. Standard one is $5 to $6. The Pro one from 15 to 17. Alright, so $2 increase basically per month. Yeah, that's not too bad. That ain't too bad. If I place for EA Play, I mean I would when the Jedi, for example, the Survivor gonna get to the regular EA Play, I wouldn't mind. Just pay once and play that stuff. That's it. It's all right. Like you want to play some Ubisoft or EA games. If anything, it's actually kind of good to have those subscriptions because like you don't need to buy this $140 edition. You can just buy the base, pay for subscription 1 month and just play it, and then you know stop paying and uninstall. That's it. A nice portable, nice. Command & Conquer invades European March charts as sales improve. Then that's something you love to see. Renegade even, brother man. What is this? Well, I mean that's a bundle though. Like how did they even calculate digital plus physical? Like if we're talking Steam and stuff, and I guess it was Steam, then you know it's the bundle. So how did they calculate all of this? Red Alert 2. I love to see it, man. March 2024, by the way. The 4th spot, Command & Conquer Generals. That's what I like to see, man. Yeah, look at this. Everyone got pushed out at the top because of Command & Conquer there. Insane. That's a 2024 you love to see, man. A report, Immortals of Avium maker furloughs majority of its studio. The news comes 7 months after Ascendant Studios laid off 45% of its staffers. Oh, rip these guys. Number of those affected unknown, but it suggests that 30 people may have been impacted. Okay, so like not the whole studio though, at least. Most of its stuff, alright. So yeah, these guys already... Like, I'm not sure if they're coming back from that. I guess like furlough, basically just kind of like unpaid vacation, sorta. Yeah, they're all in one bundle on Steam. I'm not sure about other platforms where they do even sell them. Yeah, like unpaid vacation. Sorta, well, yeah. That sounds too nice, I guess. Baldur's Gate 3 sweeps above the Games Awards 2024. Larian Studio acclaimed the RPG takes 5 prizes. Nintendo wins 3. So debut game Venba. Audio achievement Alan Wake 2. Multiplayer Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Huh? Evolving Games Cyberpunk. Game design Dave the Diver. British game Viewfinder. Artistic achievement Alan Wake, new intellectual property Viewfinder, narrative Baldur's Gate 3, performance supporting role Andrew Winkett, Raphael in Baldur's Gate 3, family Super Mario Bros. Wonder, animation Hi-Fi Rush, animation, alright, music Baldur's Gate 3, probably wasn't like the best one, but I guess, game Beyond Entertainment Chia. No, Steve's favorite. Still farming all the awards there, dude. Technical achievement Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Performance leading role Najee Jeter, Miles Morales in Marvel Spider-Man. Player's Choice Award Baldur's Gate 3. Best Game Baldur's Gate 3. Special Award Special Effect. Or should that be? Yeah, series, I see. Yeah, Todd got cocked again. They don't understand. Exclusive. Forget everything you know about Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. There it is. Oh, there it is. So yeah, remade from scratch. Ubisoft's official announcement on the change of developers said Montreal would be building upon the work already done by Ubisoft Mumbai and Pune. But from what we've been able to gather, it's been completely redone. Footage sent to Insider Gaming under condition that it doesn't go public shows the game is somewhat still in early stage, missing textures, assets, etc. It is unfortunately likely a ways off from release. Sands of Time remake overhaul also includes a more realistic approach, said one source. Everything has been built from the ground up, which includes complete graphical overhaul, new animations and mechanics for combat and parkour, and much more. Starting from scratch has meant that the game has been rewritten, recaptured in mocap, and more. And there it is, a different voice actor too, alright. We'll see. Here's more about the insane greed, dude. Call of Duty fans disappointed by $80 bundle. Beast Glove. $80, dude. Yes, it's like the Glove sets you back a whopping $80 in Call of Duty points. 4 Godzilla X Kong bundles, and to qualify for the Beast Glove, you'll need to buy all of them for $20 each. What the fuck? You need to buy 4 microtransactions to get that. Glove doesn't do anything special in Modern Warfare 3 or Warzone. It's a great looking melee-based weapon, but it's not especially powerful, nor does it boast a spectacular animation, which you would expect based on the source material. Well, the fact that it's not like OP is good, but that it like actually kind of doesn't do anything else, that sucks. Now that sucks. 80 bucks, dude, just to get the skin. Okay, it's not the skin, it's a weapon actually, I guess, but still. Oh yeah, it's just like basically just hitting with the fist. All right. $80 by the way, dude. $80. Holy shit, man. You can still play VU games online with a simple change. Damn. The Pretendo network has announced that it's going to be opening its service to everyone who wants access without the need to do any major customization to their VU. Well, Nintendo is already like sending assassins, dude. Prepare. Prepare. Connect the Pretendo network from stock VU with no homebrew or custom firmware at all. Only DNS change. Been holding on to this exploit for this day for quite some time in case Nintendo decided to issue patches for it. Select services which use their own SSL libraries and unsupported. This includes several third-party titles like Watch Dogs and YouTube, as well as titles which run an embedded browser like TVI, eShop, and the Miiverse applet. And there it is. Yeah, trying to make games survive. Nintendo gonna probably shut it down. Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh, like support of EU is over now that the exploit found that allows to play it still, and they will be like, oh yeah, support is back. This is one patch there, they're just gonna close that. And then support is over again. Probably. The name is because it's meaning in Spanish. Why? And just literally, you know, pretend plus Nintendo makes all the sense. Pretendo. Yeah, so what we see in Triple I Initiative, we were watching it together, so like kind of no point redoing and rewatching everything. So yes, this part 2. That is Poga. Discovering 2 Devotion update. Well, not playing myself, but I mean Poga. Kill Knight look kinda interesting. Shadows of Doubt, super good. Super good. They still didn't really say that it's like gonna be out of early access or something, so I'm still not sure what to think about it. But I mean, it's a new update. I'm down. That's good stuff. Gonna get back to it. Gonna get back to it. You think memes? My time at Sandrock. The co-op. Dynalores, that was like some dang stuff, like the medieval like settlement builder sort of, like kind of stronghold-ish, but with fucking dinosaurs though. Gestalt Steven Cinder. That was like the side scroller, like kind of like the Metroidvania thingy looking. Might be alright. And the Vampire Survivors Contra collab. Yeah, series, I say. Flintlock. That was about like music and Flintlock and stuff behind the scenes. They still managed to slide in a little bit of kind of yapping. And Never Alone 2 Cataclysm is really good. I played the demo. That was really nice. So, we wait. Death Must Die Act 2. End Zone 2 also nice. That one might be interesting. Dyson Sphere program. Some updates. 3 updates, by the way. The Undermine 2 also. Dorland. I played demo recently. That should be good stuff. What the Car is like the way to then game from What the Golf developers. Darkest Dungeon 2 with the new game mode. Free game mode, actually. So that's kind of nice. Oh, this is like the RKG key. That was actual name. It's like the graffiti stuff. A graffiti kind of weeb-ish thing, sort of. Actually, I wouldn't say that. It's like the style they described is like kind of like anime, like cyberpunkish stuff. So, I guess didn't look like it from the trailer, but still. Yeah, Broken Roads. Oh yeah, Broken Roads, dude. Oof. We'll get to that. Raven's Watch, Fall of Avalon. Raven's Watch is super good. I played that like early in the Axis and it was already kind of nice with just one act. It was kind of fun. Now it's probably already way better. And in co-op, it's probably super good. Solo, some classes kind of like, I feel like they aimed for co-op really. Cat Quest 3, Hyperlight Breaker, The Lust Spell, the DLC for The Lust Spell. Lysara, already played, pretty nice. Kinda Anno, but more like puzzly. Like, you know, min-maxing, optimizing, positioning puzzly. A Wizard of Legend 2. A Lit School, Rotate to DLC. Oh yeah, in co-op also. Chia, there it is. Nintendo Switch. Streets of Rogue, really interesting. That might be real dank RPG stuff. Kind of like weird kind of RPG, but might actually be really nice though. All the World DLC. 33 Immortals, that's kind of interesting concept with 33 people playing together. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Confuse you, I see. Ball World Arena teaser. Mouse. Oh yeah, like the old cartoon style shooter. V-Rising Castlevania crossover. Oh yeah, and the roguelike Prince of Persia. That one is kind of farming the debates though. The stylistic is not up to everyone's taste, let's put it that way. Elgato releases a limited edition Fallout gear. Damn, son. Stream Deck Fallout Edition 149. Holy shit, alright. Well, I mean, to be honest, not like completely crazy. This one, actually, let's see. I think this is the... Yeah, this is Wave XLR, probably, yeah? I guess. Yeah, so like its microphone is Wave, and this is probably the kind of like, you know, the external, like the audio card basically for the microphone, like with some amp maybe or something. And some amp, I guess. No, collabing with the streamer gear. Feels good. Acknowledged. $100 for a microphone arm. Like the decent ones are expensive actually. Like decent ones are quite expensive. There might be probably kind of like some cheaper versions if you know which ones to get. Like I got this like Rode mic arm. I think it was kind of close to that 100 too, if I remember. That's like the classic, like it was like PSA 1 or something like that. I don't remember, but that shit like works, you know, already for like 6 years, and it already survived all the move and everything, and it still works fine, and like nothing is like, you know, doing any noises or something. Bought a cheap mic arm and it sucks. Yeah, you kind of like, well, with some reviews and stuff, maybe you can find something, but yeah, it needs to also hold the microphone and stuff. Well, like this one has like all this, like this one has like a really long the extender and everything and stuff, and it's a pretty heavy microphone, and it like holds it just fine. So it is tricky to get a good one sometimes. But yeah, not sure how good the Elgato one is, actually. Not sure about that. Yeah, I just stick to the Rode one. I bought one at home, but I haven't really tried it that much with the microphone. I think I wanted to use it for something else. I think I actually kind of want to take it with me, but then I realized that shit is heavy. That one was $50, I think. But yeah, that one was heavy. When did I get it, actually? Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah, I was using it. I was using it to hold the camera, actually. Yeah, I think camera was on that. It was kind of microphone arm, and you could use it for camera. That's why I bought it. That would actually work kind of good for like a few months I used it. That was like from AliExpress for like $50 or something. But it was also kind of massive, so like taking 2 arms with me seemed a little too much for the luggage, so I just didn't take it. EA is shutting down the Apex Legends UK QA team with around 50 people affected. So more QA going down, dude. Like, will we even have any like QA in games? Like, how much worse things can get in terms of like the game's performance and quality, since everyone is just like cutting the QA departments completely. And in the same time, Square Enix wants last Final Fantasy VII Remake to be out within 3 years. The last one that was bragging that they made it in like 3 or 3.5 years was the Jedi Survivor, and that performed really good on PC. That performed real good, eh? So we'll see. Well, at least this time I guess they already have like engine and everything kind of nailed down over like 2 pretty much same games, eh? So they need to just make a third same game, just with different, you know, a little like story and stuff and like areas and everything. But at least like engine and the main core, I guess, is kind of the same more or less. So that might be more doable in 3 years. That completely new game from scratch. Yes, I see. Possibility Space closes before shipping first game, eh? An update on the out-of-nowhere closure of Possibility Space, founder Jeff Strain has sent an email to now former employees blaming them for the closure of the studio. He also says he's leaving the gaming industry and the studios amid the studio's closure. Worth mentioning, the Kotaku article in question was never publicly published. Email was obtained and shared with Polygon Reporter. The full email can be read below. So, do we even need to read the full one? Or do we need to read the full one? That's the big one there. Or is he blaming and stuff, everything? Received list of topics and questions from Ethan Gotch, a reporter at Kotaku, regarding an article he's writing about Britannia Media and the closure of Crop Circle Games. Shibis was expected, but I was stunned to see non-public information about a project for the good, disclosure of our publishing a partner with details of our business and financial relationship, and details of internal P&L discussions and confidential all-company meetings. Cigar specifically credits current employees as the source of this information. Leaks of this nature are typically malicious and done by outside hacking, so to see internal team members under confidentiality agreement engage in this was shocking. No, so publisher just basically ditched them because of that. Couldn't plan for in-person meetings with our publishing partner to disclose the information breach and to discuss the impact on the project. During that discussion, our partner expressed low confidence. They would be willing to invest the additional resources needed to complete the game, so we mutually agreed to cancel Vonnegut. As a result of the cancellation of the publishing relationship and after careful consideration, I am closing Possibility Space. Today is your last day of employment with Possibility Space and Britannia Media. Final paycheck, including pay for work through the end of today, will be deposited to your account along with any other required payments as dictated by your work location. Like, I like this. Dictated by your work location. That's how it goes nowadays. It's just like, you know, like the contract and everything, it's already like contracts already different by location. So like, oh, if you like in the US, you're not getting shit probably. If you like in Europe, well, we're kind of forced to pay you stuff because you're in Europe. I assume. Oh yeah, basically. Employees located outside the United States, they will serve as the first day of your notice period. Your final day of employment is currently scheduled for April 19. All non-US employees, like their US peers, will have no work obligations after today. Yeah, I see. So they still are gonna have some time there. Well, that kinda... yeah, been abruptly shut down. Kinda that does sound like... interesting. Company shuttered its doors today. There are now a lot of amazing skilled co-workers that are suddenly open to work today. So it's like pretty much... okay, like the title sounds a little too dank, but yeah. Like, not the title, but like the description. Like former blaming employees for the closure of the studio. Well, I mean, yeah, people leaked fucking everything about the project, and publishers said, well, then goodbye. And with nobody, like, what are you expected to do then? Yeah, some good employees indeed then, if they just like leaked all the information under NDA and stuff. And then publisher that ditches you, and then, you know, project is over and you are fired, and then you do like Pikachu face. At least I leaked the information to Kotaku. Maybe they even paid something for it, I guess, or something. I don't know. How much would they pay for that even? Like a few $100 or something? Well, rip jobs for everyone now. Sounds like a good plan, man. How to sabotage yourself in the end. Fallout games get 200% player count boost amid TV show hype. Fallout 4, 43,000 peak from 18,000. Fallout 76, 19,000 peak from 10,000. The work contract, if you leak stuff, you get fucked. Yeah, I mean, that's NDA, basically. It's just like they couldn't identify, right, that who did that, I guess. They couldn't identify that. That's kind of like, you know, the tricky thing, because, like, you know, I mean, it's journalism, right? Trying to find some scoops, trying to find some information about things going on and publish that, right? That's your job. So I would think it's not on journalists or like on Kotaku or someone. It's on, yeah, people who agreed to do that. And I mean, publishers also kind of... Well, actually, if it would be like a hacker or something, they probably also would ditch. But maybe less likely. Because if someone inside the studio leaked information and you can pinpoint who that is, like, what you gonna do? You will need to fire everyone then, I guess, because you don't know who did that, right? Like, rehire the full studio, and yeah, the publisher probably was like, nope, we're not gonna be supporting you through that. Just close it. 76 also has free weekend. Well, I mean, it's also free on, what's the name? On Prime. It's also free on Prime, eh? You can get yourself a key for free and with Twitch Prime and play 76. 76 highest peak player count on Steam since 2020. Fallout 3 has seen even more growth than the latest two titles from the franchise, 1,500. No information on actually good Fallouts. Like, bro, what is this? Okay, you're doing like the journalism here. We need the good stuff too, not just the worst ones. See, that's also good. That's 3 times, man. Not even 2 times. That's 3 times. I'm impressed there's like that many people actually playing it regularly though. Huh. That's even better. Someone even streaming. Insane. Damn, Fallout 1 pumping even harder. Holy shit, look at them go. Look at them go. Now that's Boga. 1,600 even in the peak from like 200. That's good. Yeah, that's some Giga Chad stuff right there. Like out of everything, just going into Fallout 1. That's good, and that's good. See the slight urge to play Fallout 1. I just like replayed it already multiple times on stream. I wouldn't mind. I will probably at some point. I kind of... oh no, I wanted to do some of the mods, I think, for Fallouts. Because Fallout 1 I already did like kind of evil playthrough, regular playthrough, did the unlucky playthrough with the Jinx perk. There was like something I also kind of wanted to try, but I don't remember actually. I see window, I see. Do it, save, do it. Sounds good, sounds good. There are some dank mods I want also to do. Okay, let's see New Vegas too. Bruh. Okay. That's also good. Like, why not showing the good shit? Only some dog water there. Now that's good. Now that's good too. 11,000. That's actually kind of like way more than Fallout 3. That's good. So like we again see that there are proper connoisseurs there. No, this one actually also 4,000 though, so also pretty good. Still less than New Vegas, which is which I agree with. Vegas still better. Let's see. Yeah, 3 has like really decent side quests. And like atmosphere and stuff is also kind of alrighty. Main quest is dog shit though, for sure. That's for sure. Like out of Bethesda ones, well, which is 2 of them, right? It's the worst for sure. And speaking of, Fallout London delayed as next-gen update threatens to break it. So Fallout 4 next-gen update we were talking about earlier, out 25th, was it? And yeah, Fallout London was supposed also to be like at the end of April, I think, or second half. So now they are delaying it because, yeah, it's gonna be a rip. Past 4 years of our work stand to just simply break. Yeah, the script extender gonna break, and all the mods gonna be dead. Well, I mean, I kinda hope it's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be that bad, as in, like, they'll find a way probably to kinda fix it. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Nexus mods can't host Fallout London. Fallout London mod will be hosted on GOG. That's cool. That's probably even better, to be honest, for me at least. Or just install it on GOG through their app that I have already, rather than fucking around with Nexus and stuff. Tell you that. But yeah, we're gonna wait. We need to wait now. We'll see. Can play it on Steam. Looks like. I assume it's gonna be like the standalone thing also. As in, like, you know, kind of like Archelaus and stuff. So you will need like to install it, you know, like the full package. And yeah, I guess it's not on Steam then. No, you should be probably on GOG, just kind of like, just like the what was the name, the Daggerfall, right? Remaster on Unity and stuff. You just install the full game, press play, there it is. And the roll and stuff, yeah. Well, and the roll was on Steam though, right? And this one is only on GOG for some reason. Yeah, in case of GOG also, you will be able. Actually, that's a good question. That's an interesting. Yeah, like, will you need? Well, I mean, you probably will need to have Fallout 4 copy. Yeah, you don't like, no one's gonna be rebuying it on GOG. Yeah, you probably will be able to just install, you know, like on the mod without everything else and just like move it to Steam installation, or they might make it somehow. Kind of like, probably wouldn't work really with Steam and stuff, but like, you know, like some games, you install the mod and then it requires you to have some sort of like file, important file from the original game that you need to copy there. So it's supposed to, you kind of have it, you know, from your official license, and you just copy it from there to the mod folder, and then everything works. Maybe. Oh, it does require Skyrim. Alright, I see. Yeah, that will be... Yeah, hope it will be just kind of like the way to just get the install, or like the mod files and everything that you can just move to your Steam installation. Because, yeah, don't have it on GOG, I think. It'll be able to be used on GOG, Steam, and hopefully even Epic Games. Oh, alright. That's good then. Yeah, I guess GOG has like this integration with Steam, right? When it can see your games and stuff. So yeah, maybe just like literally you just combine it and sees that you own the game, and you connect accounts and it just kind of install everything for you. Maybe that's how it's gonna go. And there is the one. Broken Roads devs admit falling short despite delays. Yep. Crowbear Bytes developer Broken Roads admitted that it has fallen short of expectations in some key areas and that the ongoing work to polish the game continues. To that end, the team published a roadmap that outlines various changes and improvements coming to the game soon, including a manual leveling for companions, improvements to random encounters, localization fixes and improvements, fixes to quest logic issues, more animations and gestures. The later update players will get custom keybinds, fleshing out of the last chapter, more dialogue options, considerably more companion interactions, more impactful gear, more skill checks. So basically game comes later, seems like. Second update set to drop in May, but the first quality of life update is scheduled for April 19th. Yeah, the review, well, yeah, it's just posting reviews there literally. We can just open it ourselves. Because that was big oofus, man. Well, it got to mix now already, I have to say. So... that is already nice, because it was mostly negative. No, they got the update pretty fast then, in the end. So yeah, they released the 10th of April, and seems like they already like started pumping pretty fast there. Yeah, the hotfix, well, in 2 days. That's kind of not too bad. That's not too bad. I have a feeling that they delayed and they probably wanted to delay some more, but they just couldn't. So they just needed already to release. Especially since this Tiny build and Versus Evil that is closed now, I think, and became part of Tiny. Well, the Tiny build owned Versus Evil, but like why publisher would own the publisher, so they just closed Versus Evil. And because, you know, cutting people, laying off people. And now they kind of gonna be publishing everything on their own, so Versus Evil is gone, so there probably was like a lot of confusion and everything, and they probably couldn't afford to delay more, so they just released, and yeah. Like, even like from the description of issues, you know, fleshing out the last chapter, you know, this kind of stuff, so it clearly probably wasn't ready. So yeah, apparently it kinda fell short. Stop releasing unfinished games, then this guy is mad there. This guy is mad. Was just going to return the game and not say anything, but then when I saw the devs post the roadmap and community hub, and the first thing they say was this launch has been a rough one, I couldn't stay quiet. Damn, son. No, someone already on their crusade. Clown in every negative review. A waste of body. Cut the waves at Disco Elysium at start. That kind of how like the demo sort of felt, I guess. It's where the good ends, full of bugs. Combat looks like afterthought. Uninspired quest lines. Every weapon's basically more or less the same. Monetary system is really bad. Struggling to push forward. Yeah, clown on every negative one. There it is. Someone is on the crusade there. Disappointing. So yeah, that one kinda ended up not super good in the end. Sad. We'll see if they will manage to actually come back from that. Hopefully. Yes, exactly. As I said, this is like the clown meta now. Like you go against, you know, the general consensus. Yeah. Well, actually, no. This is some dedicated guy though. Usually, it's kind of you go against the general consensus. You farm clowns. Like everyone decided the game is bad, you say it's good, you farm some clowns. Another way around. This is like some one fighter for justice, defending indie developers by posting clowns on the negative reviews. Seems like. And it's all like, I mean, yeah, like the want to refund but feel bad about taking from indie developers who I know already struggle. I mean, true, dude. I do agree it feels bad, but also kind of like... You know, like if it's bad, It deserves the refund and everything. You refund. Feel bad or not, but yeah. The product is good, then... Oh, then, you know, like, supporting the indie developers is a good idea. When the product is not good, then it's not an excuse, that the indie developers, honestly. But yeah, I think they just kind of, like, probably got fucked by the corp fiesta going on with Tiny Build and everything. Most likely. So hopefully they'll manage to kind of fix that. At some point, I wouldn't mind playing, because post-apocalyptic is my jam. But demo is still kinda, I don't know. Like, demo was, like, not weird or something, but it didn't really, like, you know, like, got me interested. Like, I don't even remember much. Like, I remember we arrived at some, like, outpost of some sort of, like, rangers or whatever, and then we went with them to, like, some town to escort someone. And then there was, like, some, like, group of, like, some sort of, like, cultist or whoever just, like, barging in that town or some stuff. And then demo ends, I think. I actually barely remember. Like, was nothing really, like, you know, that kind of, like, got my interest. And nothing like that. Nothing like that. Alright. One sec. Let me check here. Let me check here. This one. And that should be kinda it. Rockstar has raised GTA Plus prices by up to 40%. Son, monthly subscription now costs $8. GTA Plus, bro. Extra cash, cars, cosmetics, and exclusive events. Man, exclusive events. Like, dude, why? You're like, they bought the game already. Well, actually, I guess there is the GTA Online that is free, right? Or is it like a discount or something? Yeah, the GTA sub, man. Can you imagine? 33% increase on that. The one where you get games, yeah, if only, if only. I remember we were shitting on it because it was orange. Yeah, it was a little too much of that too, I guess. I agree somewhat. Yeah, GTA Online is free though, right? So I guess that, like, separately from GTA 5. So I guess that's kind of fine. Still kind of weird, but you know, if people do play it, then... Oh, and you get the Red Dead 1 and GTA Trilogy, alright, I see. So they actually got some bonuses for that too. Yeah, if people like going and playing, I guess, why not? Unlocks your crafting bags there, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright, so that is a good time to go.